absolute poverty, and they are not the same thing. And that's
that's why I'm gonna go with if you're low income, not no income, but low income.
Yeah, okay. I'd say low income would be anything under $7,000 a year.
That's me.
I'd say because part-time work falls into that bracket. Am I going on the right lane?
I thought we figured out that the poverty line was anything. What was it, under 19,000 pounds a year, Discanar?
Depends on region you live in, because the cost of living where I live, you can live on $12,000 a year.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking national statistics.
Oh, national kills it because London annihilates everything.
Yeah.
On its own, London is what does. All the major cities in this country annihilate the rest.
Well, yeah, but that's
emergency power only.
National figure is sort of a baseline, and just to get it. Collectibles to live in and made an income at, like, say, McDonald's.
A decent wage you could live on.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's something you could live on, and maybe actually have a little bit of disposable income.
To Saki, live on $12,000 a year. You live in a peasant area. Yeah, I do actually. The poverty line in the UK is $15,000 per household per year, according to Joe. And yes, my swerving is because I'm reading the chat, Joe. So I hope you enjoyed me swerving.
Reading the chat.
Joe,
holy shit! Armageddon is upon us.
Like
15 would make sense, but I'd say it's still workable. You just have to be really clever. But I guess you could argue, yes, that is in fact.
Oh wait, maybe it was 15,000 in the UK and 19,000 in the US, because that's a little bit of a comparison.
That's cool and everything. I still think what is and is not poverty is what is low income is really tricky. Cities in they're so much more expensive, and they just destroy the mean or median in all those other areas.
Well, that's like if you lived. If you lived in the area that I live in North Carolina, the nearest major city is Charlotte, North Carolina. Now, when they widened out the highways 24, 27, yeah, that's where Woo lives.
Yeah.
The whole point I was getting across, though, is that
you have a point?
They widened out. It was a major strip called highways 24 and 27, where they run together for a long-ass ways.
Right.
But when they widened that out to a 4-lane, a lot of people to move away from Charlotte because of the high property taxes and all that shit, and live out in areas closer to where I live. Because it's a lot cheaper.
That makes sense. That's typical. We have it in seaside towns where the people houses are. So the people who are native there have had to move somewhere else because they can't afford to live in that region because they push the cost of living up. It's typical, really, to the point where some towns have had to ban people from buying quotes holiday homes so that the cost of living could stay down, which is what you want. You want the cost of living to stay down so more people are, but it's not what happens at all. My area is guilty of this as well, and I live in one of the poorer areas of my town. I don't mind that, because the houses are still down.
This is where it gets fun. Kid, like, in the next town north of that, where the highway runs through. Both of those were blink and you miss it kind of town.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Anne is quite right in the chat. He points out that if it's per couple or per household, the cost of living, I think in this context, it's per person. Because if you have to live on $15,000 for a family.
Well, yeah, because that was because the amounts of money that counted as poverty went up depending on the number in the household.
Yeah.
So you're living in. I think the $15,000 was something like a family of at least 3.
Around.
3 maybe.
Hello to my darling chat. I would pay more attention, but yeah.
But anyway, the point I was making though is those were both sort of like the one horse blink and you miss it towns until they widened out that highway. Then more people started eyeballing moving into the town just north of ours. And all of a sudden there's like a housing development. They built a fucking Walmart. They put in a Japanese steakhouse for shit.
Sounds like you want to vent about that.
Well, no, it doesn't bother me because it's nice having, you know, like like several pizza places or, you know, a Japanese steakhouse. It's one of those where at first, it's like, God, gonna be so many people. Honestly, it's not.
Is it my end that's going wrong?
How big
Or?
the county seat. Yes.
Oh, that's not. I wish we were so lucky in our country.
Well, from my front door to the Walmart, which is, you know, to pick your favorite local shopping chain that's a fairly major. It's exactly 5 miles.
Right, and hello to the person in the chat who's written "oi" several times. It's very polite.
Oh, that's why they've been putting oi 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 oi.
They just
oi.
want some attention. Sweet Omegon attention.
Oh, that doesn't make me uncomfortable, does it?
Doesn't normally make you uncomfortable.
The bobbing, yeah, the animation is it's like kind of all in sync, which is kind of weird. And it's only bob, but I'm not using a steering wheel. And depending on the model of the quotes, will depend on the bobbiness. Because I know that the Scania, although it's quite bob, I'd argue it's a bit more bob-like. The Volvos are probably the most stable.
Volvos are the ones that's unless they've checked in.
Apparently, Iveco is one of the best ones to drive. It's into me, you cunt. I thought you fucking.
You're mentioning all these you're naming all these truck names that I've named.
Okay, well, there's one called Iveco in this game, and they're really good to drive. Apparently, they are the shit. They're just horrible. They look like they're made out of cheap plastic with the bobble. Yes, give me all
I
your
told you about that.
Thanks,
I
Anne.
told you about that time.
Go on.
I told you about that time on a bunch of Europe fucking tour taking pictures. That's still a slide. I asked the guy at the party. Fuck, and it's like. Well, you're talking about trailers that are up. Oh,
You carry more.
options are on European models.
Top of my head, I know that we do have
Passing 100
trucks specifically designed for special
Oxygen
transport
efficiency decreased.
that carry a lot more, but those they look like caterpillars. They have, it's ridiculous.
Oh, you should see the ones over here. The equipment, those fucking huge.
Cool. Yeah, I it's monstrous, and I've do people do these deliveries in real deliveries, not the game. And using the steering on the to park it, which was absolutely fantastic.
I would think is what are the height, weight, and length restrictions on trucks? Okay.
Yeah,
because over restriction is that truck, trailer, and car can only weigh up to 80,000 pounds. The specialty permits the whole like oversized and stuff like that because that requires special permissions.
Right.
The truck,
you can.
the trucks are about 13 feet 6 inches tall. That's the height restriction.
Down. There we go. Right. Sorry, I had to put the tablet on so I could see the chat. 8 out of 12. I only have to do Christmas candles to some place I've never been to. Even better.
So do you guys have things like hazardous materials transport and things?
Yeah, and you can talk in your weird language if you want.
Yes.
They like Workmore told me I had.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
No, the fuck I don't. I laugh because. Hello,
Take off my tablet. Whatever it was that happened, then he's gone.
New blueprint acquired.
Ah, can make a sea moth now. Yay!
30 seconds.
Shit, cool.
Okay. I'm guessing you can't because she was like, "You're talking." I thought you disappeared or something. Just gonna.
Yeah.
Oxygen.
Oh, I'm not wasting my time trying to figure that out. We're going in here. This way. I do that, but I used to post the cast. Oh, right. You just timed Dibula out, did you? Didn't know he was in. Oh, you did. Good girl, Stargazer. Good girl. Can't have his hate speak in the chat. So, yes. Good girl. You there, Discona?
Yeah.
I've been talking several times and you haven't responded.
I have, but everything's been roboting, so.
Oh, has it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it was my end or not.
Well, you cut out on me, so I could never get a response from you.
You did cut out on me at one stage.
Oh, maybe it was Discord then.
I don't know, because, you know.
Magnus is fuck. Magnus, at the moment he dropped, all went wrong.
Ah, okay, so probably it is.
You there still?
Me? Yeah.
I'm just right. You've responded.
I think it's either Discord or.
Handy.
Shit.
Can you define hate speech? No. Because I don't believe in hate speech. So I'm guessing hate speech would be wrong thing.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Wrong thing is going against the challenging ideas to the point where they don't like it because it makes them uncomfortable. And by extension to that, hate speech, absolute bullshit. I feel like if any of you said that you want a game, I would say it's hate speech, and what is it? I know it's a shit false equivalent.
This looks like an all-purpose thing.
Careful. What do you think? Just gonna?
Son of a bitch.
No.
But
Hello,
sorry,
Lady
I wasn't
Justice.
really. I wasn't really.
I'm sure deep. You are one hell of an edgy boy.
30 seconds.
What?
Like one of the best edgy boys around.
Who? What? What have I missed?
Look at that bull move. I thought maybe you didn't type because of your accent, Saki. It is quite a interesting one. Acquired taste, some might argue. 26 people. I'm kind of hoping Sinatra doesn't invite me on Ghost, because I'm quite enjoying this and I want to finish the challenge before I have to go to bed in about 2 hours' time. Oh, you're back, are you?
Who, me? I hadn't left.
I'm guessing on your end, if I went back, you'd be talking. I think it would sound fine, but on my end, I hear nothing.
You're roboting to me.
See flashing as well. Do I have to leave the chat and go up again? Has Magnus caused the fucking server to crash with his own retardedness?
I don't know.
Wait, what? Stars? Yeah, Stars and Edgy Boy. So, Vomit Sausage, you got issues. Edgy Boy. Sorry, Edgy Boy. That's it. Down, there we go.
An acquired accent. What the fuck does that even mean?
At least you're working. Disconar is completely from him.
I couldn't hear much on the stream, and I really got...
Yeah, I think...
Can you hear what?
Hold up.
Can you not hear me at all?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hang on, I have to pause. Because this is stupid. Hang on.
Right.
Can you hear me, Saki?
I can hear you fine.
Okay, could you hear me properly before when you were...
I could, yeah. Disconar couldn't.
Right. Disconar, if you can hear me, can you drop out of the chat and come back in? That might fix it. Speak.
Hello.
There we go.
There we go.
Blame Magnus.
I could hear you before.
Blame
It
Magnus.
was just for some reason you guys couldn't hear me.
I swear, it was the moment he left as well, we had the issues. I blame him.
Ah, fair enough.
It's all his fault.
That's the thing that we don't know, because obviously bloody Discord plays up so fucking much.
And I didn't say it was an acquired accent, I said acquired taste.
Ah, well, everything's an acquired taste.
Exactly. It makes you sound almost exotic and not like you live in a purple tent.
Funny enough, there's a lot of fucking tent surroundings here.
There's a few in my town, and I feel really bad because I know why, but at the same time, it just doesn't. It looks really odd when people climbing over people to go into Starbucks.
Why the fuck would they do that?
These people in my town, they are professional beggars. They are not homeless.
Yeah, the ones here are actual like beggars. The thing is, I find it quite offensive because there's a Costa across the street and their coffee's far better. I also think it's off because all the shop windows now have it's illegal to beg in the window. I think that's quite... I don't know.
Yeah, but the thing is, all these tents are across the road from where the police station is.
And yes, Lady Justice, like the stream.
Lick that like button.
The professional beggars, there was one last year in the news, I think, in London, and he got picked up by a friend in a Mercedes, really nice one too, and he goes, he's earning like 50 grand a year being a professional beggar, and I realised he was basically just earning barely enough to get by in London. Because London's not exactly cheap, you literally beg. Oh, there we go.
30 grand in London? That will barely...
50.
Oh, 50 grand in London. That might get you a chocolate bar.
It might get you a bottle of water, Fiji, no less. If you all donate to my Streamlabs, I'll buy a bottle. No, I won't. I will not buy Fiji. I don't. It's a really fancy bottled water people buy. It's just not worth it. If you want water, get it from the tap, put it through a filter. That's all you have to do.
I just get Volvic. It's easier.
But I don't mind the lemon water. That's not too bad because it actually, you know, kind of quenches your thirst, which is good.
Okay, fair enough.
But I'm not buying Smart Water, Glacier, whatever, or Fiji.
No, stuff that. I like the Baltic flavoured. Definitely better.
Magnus.
Always nice to get a phone call when I'm in the middle of a conversation.
Oh, okay. You crashed my server a minute when you left last time. How dare you?
Just discount.
You should be ashamed of yourself, Magnus. Be ashamed.
Shame.
I have no
Shame.
son.
Be ashamed.
I feel absolutely no shame. That's part of why I'm going to be doing that video series.
Stargazer in London, 50k is probably enough to get by if your apartment is the size of a garden shed. And by garden shed, I mean a British one, not an American one, which is basically the size of our houses.
And that's
I mean,
the shitty part of London as well.
Yeah, there was actually an apartment I saw in the news for rent. It was a 6x4 shed in the middle of a kitchen. And the rent for it was about £350 a week. And that did not include... Sorry?
I would have thought you guys would have said that the apartments you could afford was the size of a fucking postage stamp.
In London, that's actually quite ritzy, what you just described.
Yeah. In London, if you get like a one-bedroom apartment, that's actually just just literally just a studio apartment where it's just literally one room, you're probably paying about the same amount as you probably would if you were buying a house in, say, up north.
Okay, and even
actually, I can actually tell you the differences. In Darlington, a house is 36k. My property little flat where I am is 330k.
Yep, I was going to say, where I am, you can buy like a studio for about 240, 250,000.
You can buy a 3-bedroom house here for about 120 grand.
Yeah.
But by the way, just to give it to an American scale, London is New York City. I know that New York has a single-bedroom apartments for like 2 million. That sounds about right for London.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, of course, New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, all those places. It's like, why would you even bother trying to live there? Because the signs. I don't give a fuck about. Oh yeah, you want to see dead black people in the ditch where the gang members roll them off in there. Oh yeah, that's something I want to fucking see when I go. The South Side gang rolled one of their adversaries into a ditch with 3 bullet holes in the back of his head. How charming!
You just killed my boner. Thank you.
You're welcome. No, but it's just so fucking stupid. It's like
it's the answer they give though. That's the point. The answer people give is because they want the view, because they want to say they live in London, they want to live in New York. That's why they do it, so they can say they've lived there. It's a fashion accessory. It's not a realistic. In the long term, you have to be sustainable.
I lived in New York for 2 years, and every second of it fucking sucked. You know, it's one thing. It's one thing, you know, if you're making a decent enough wage, but you just don't have a lot of disposable income. Well, you know what? I guess that would, I guess my little, toy collecting for broke nerds would be helpful for that too. But it's like, for me, it's the thought of, you could move to cheaper places where they would have the exact same job. And even if you had to take a pay cut because of the lower living cost in the areas aforementioned, you would probably be considered a rich nerd just by that standard.
Yes, that mentality is reasonable by most reasonable people's standards, but those who are capable of living in the big city don't think like that. That's not the mentality. It's a case of, if I can afford to live here, I'm going to stay here.
Well, and that's part of the problem. It's like, it's a quality of life issue, if you ask me, because it's like, okay, Would your quality of life be better living in the situation you're in now, where most of your paycheck just goes to living expenses? Or would you be better served, take a little bit of a pay cut, but not only be able to afford rent, food, power, and all that shit, but actually have enough disposable income to maybe afford a car?
By the way, Saki, you don't live in a shoebox, you live in a tent.
I live in a shoebox, bitch.
It's a tent, I've seen it.
It's got proper cardboard walls.
Purple, it has spooky doughs on it.
I have no idea. You shouldn't see the rest of it.
Spooky
I'll
doughs.
actually go past. I will go past and get some more pictures tomorrow, so you can see how really bad it is.
Show me the tassels on it as well.
Better still, I'll try and get a video of it.
Cool.
And then you can put it on your channel, you know, put it in one of your videos.
Oh, I'm sure I'll find a place for it in the...
You guys still gonna have to explain to me what the fuck is spooky dough is.
Spooky dokes, they're the things that go on bikes in the little spokes. The little balls of plastic. They're called spooky dokes.
Oh, well, see, I've never heard of those before.
They're an accessory that go on kids' bikes mostly.
I learned something new today.
I'm so glad I could help educate you. Where am I going?
Don't know. Where are you going?
I was trying to turn down a road I couldn't go down. That could have been an accident.
Why wasn't it?
That really would have been bad. That really would have been bad.
I would have answered you, Joe, but everyone else felt the need to do it for me. Did you get the answer, or would you like me to tell you?
Can you tell me, please?
Sure. I didn't, because there was a blockage. It kind of automatically stopped me from going that way, so I turned around.
That's rubbish.
Unfortunately, you can't crash into
I don't have those training wheels on my version of the game. Fuck, man. If I make a wrong turn, I'm just fucked, and that's the end of it.
Grumble.
Come on, man, get good.
Uh-huh.
You need to get good, scrub.
I really do.
Now I can't go anywhere until after midnight tonight, and I'll be getting a whole 8.5 hours back.
Cool.
One thing I do hate about this job is you got limited time. I've got 2 hours and 23 minutes left, so 8.5. Oh, I might actually be able to make some headway tomorrow. That'll be good.
Yep. A Megon is a noob confirmed. Well, that's definite.
Yeah, but he hasn't been playing that game for over 10 years like I have with mine.
Nah. I'm not even up to the amount of hours that Disc and I'll put into 7 days yet.
Oh, wow.
And I've been playing this game for longer. I just haven't played that much of it.
I don't think there's many people that have played it as often as I have.
You know what you should really do, by the way? You should definitely consider playing more Dragon Age in the future.
I heard about that. Sounds like a good game.
You're getting decent views. I mean, one of your streams split in half by accident, so just add the views. Actually, didn't lose any views, really.
There you go.
I know you got Subnautica, of course, but you want to add... You should play more DA, that would be fun.
No, I'm actually enjoying this, to be fair.
That's a shame. I know how much Anne loved watching you play. Not having this in-game hours is not necessarily a bad thing. it's actually a good thing, because if I had 2,000 plus hours on this game, yeah.
Might as well be doing it for a fucking living.
I'd probably be worried if you hadn't put much time sunk into a game like this.
I think the only game I've got that's in a few has got many hundreds of hours is a Dawn of War game, because I used to play online on this a lot, and that was always quite fun to play against people. But no, I don't think maybe the online multiplayer for Space Marine as well is quite close. But even me playing that's in the hundreds, not in the thousands. I haven't got any game in the thousands.
That's just because you're a slacker.
Yep, that is in fact true. I'm okay with this. 28. Hello to the 28 people watching.
You've got 28 people watching.
Yep, smash the likes.
Thumb it down, thumb it down, just thumb it down.
Fucking thumb it down.
You know you want to, people. You know you want to thumb it down. You can feel it in your waters.
I couldn't care less.
Ignore everything everybody else has just said. Click the thumb that points towards the comments.
Yeah.
I love it. I just said it's interaction, it's fine. You're just like, no, fucking thumb it down.
No, that's why I haven't thumbs it up or down.
I know. You just can't make up your mind. I want to see him crash. If he does crash, I'll thumb it up.
Maybe.
There's the mentality. I don't mind if I don't get them.
Hey, Carlos.
Give them the chat. Hello, Carlos, in the chat. Hope you're well.
As unfortunate as it may be, I'm probably going to have to go ahead and go to bed here soon.
Okay. It's good talking to you, man.
I've still got a fucking long way to go to get home. As long as I'm there before Sunday afternoon, I should be fine. But it's still the fact that today is Friday. I need to be there by Sunday. I got so much shit that has to be
Are you going to be on Sunday Fun Day?
Maybe. That's a hard maybe. Because,
what's going on? Go back.
like I say, I got. Well, you guys heard about somebody managed to swipe my bank card, like clone it or whatever.
Nope, didn't know that. You didn't tell me.
Oh yeah.
That's a shame.
That was the fun part.
Have you managed to get a new card or anything like that?
But were people actually buying, stuff that was what's known as normal instead of toys? Is that what gave it away?
So what now? What, Discanar?
Did he say? He said, did people buy regular things like food and drink, or did they buy more toys and stuff?
Okay, I must have missed the context of this somewhere.
He was curious. He was curious about how you knew the card had been cloned and being used by someone else.
Because some jackhole was using it. The purchases were all to Uber. I don't fucking use Uber.
This is what Discanar meant. That's what he meant. Unusual purchases.
Yeah, well, plus there was the fact that I was supposed to have over $700 in my bank account, and I only had like $200 or $300, and all those purchases showing up in my statements of, hey, you paid X amount for Uber, and then you paid X amount more for Uber, and then you got a overdraft charge because you didn't have the money for that to begin with, and then there's another charge to Uber.
Have you managed to get that cancelled and maybe get a new card and stuff sorted?
I have to go home to get the new card. That's why if I can get there by Sunday afternoon.
Right. See,
bank's open for about 2 or 3 hours on Sunday afternoon.
Right.
So once I get a new bank card, I have to activate it, and it should be activated by Monday.
We understand the process. I've had to activate cards. I've got a new one coming anyway. I kind of get it.
Yeah, well, that's the whole reason I'm trying to get home so fast, and then I gotta.
Understandable. You want your money. You want to. There's things you want to do. I understand. I hope that the prick who took your money.
Found.
Well, yeah, of course. Well, yeah, I wanted the money, of course.
Well, I told the bank that if they find out who did it, to let me know so I could gut them with a pocket knife right in the middle of their street,
Oh
so
dear.
that their neighbors wouldn't get any funny ideas.
Yeah. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
Oh no, it needs to be done. People need to learn to quit stealing shit that's not theirs.
I'm sorry, I got really drunk. I needed to go home. Uber was the only way, and your card was there. What can I say? I'm sorry.
Well, no,
Please don't stab me.
My card is still in my wallet. That's the thing. They've got some weird deal they can do where they can clone your card and then use it as if it was your bank card.
It's easy enough done. You can just get an app on your phone where you can just scan people's cards. If you know what you're doing.
Right, I'm gonna.
Yeah, well, that's part of the reason why I'm looking into getting one of those little card protectors that shields it from that.
You mean duct tape?
Or tin foil.
Yep.
Well, no, they make aluminum card sleeves that are decently cheap enough.
But I've often found just going to your local store and buying a roll of tin foil works quite well. And then what I do is with the rest of it, I make a hat.
I just donate all my money to a Megon.
You should. You should, yeah. I look
Everybody
after
do
it.
that.
I love that last night, right, the cheek. He messaged me saying he had to do better than Slash Dot. And so he outbid him and then asked for a fucking refund.
Damn right.
Well done, Sophie. Well done.
Fucks.
Well, kids, on that note, I think it's time for me to get the hell out of here. So I'll see y'all
See
later.
you later, mate.
See you later.
See you later.
Oh, fuck for that. Sorry, what? Who said that?
Did your
I
inner
probably
voice
do.
leak out then?
Carlos, it probably was a commie. I'm sorry?
I said, did your inner voice sneak out just then?
Nope. That was my outer voice. My outer voice was okay with it. Ah, dear, oh dear. You've got a very loud microphone. That's all I'm going to say. You're going to let me go? You're going to stop? Okay, cool. Stay.
Integrating new PDA data.
Do you make tinfoil slippers as well? No, I don't need to because I have a pair of clawed slippers that match my Stitch onesie. They're the same colour and everything. In fact, I've got a pair of gloves now that match it as well. I have like pretty much a whole costume. I guess you could call it, no, not going to call it a fursuit. I'm just going to say it's a onesie.
Yeah. Just a onesie. Just happens to be of a Pokemon.
No, Stitch is a Disney character.
Oh, Stitch. Oh, from Lilo and Stitch. Right, okay.
Yeah. Not Charmander. I do have the onesie. I don't have the slippers because I can't get. It's very hard to get them in my size. To get those novelty clawed slippers in size of 12.
Wait a minute. Are you saying that you like Stitch?
I do like Stitch. Yeah,
Okay, that's going to be interesting then.
I do like Stitch. I like Stitch. I think Stitch is a cool one.
Yeah, I'm going to have to redo the sandwich video with Stitch.
Okay, fair enough. A Megon is a furry confirmed. Oh, that's hate speech. That's absolute hate
Who
speech.
said that?
Somebody in my chat.
Oh, they need timing out. Somebody time him out.
In my chat, go on, someone. And I don't time that actually. They're new. They don't know yet.
Oh,
they don't
okay.
know.
Oh, the newer. Oh, okay, fair enough.
A Megon is a scaly.
A skate. That's a weird one. I only heard about that from Irate Bear first, and it doesn't sound right when you reference like even referencing a sea creature. Surely it would be.
Yeah, you're right. That's dragons that are scaly, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, lizards. No.
I know. Are they called gillies?
No, you'd be a slimy.
Slimy.
Yeah, a slimy.
Lovely. That sounds like something you want to do.
Ooh, this sounds nice. A Jaffa cup.
What?
A Jaffa cup.
What's
Yay, Jaffa!
I don't know. It's some big mushroom-looking thing. I can't pick it up, but I'm going to try my knife on
Is
it.
it not like a Jaffa cake, or is it Jaffar?
It is spelled Jaffa.
So it's chocolate cake and orange, yeah?
I don't know.
Hello, Anne.
Oh, thank you,
Hello.
Joe.
That's all right. Happy Christmas.
Oh, thank you. I would get you something for Christmas, but you know.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Did you just give him all your money, Joe?
Not all the money.
Oh, thank you.
Now he's got to be nice to you.
I'm always nice to Joe.
He is actually.
Oh, that sucks.
I'm always nice to Joe. Where's my money?
Ah, you're not. Filthy
Stop
liar.
hitting me, you bastard. I'm trying to... There we go.
I'm not a filthy liar. I always tell
Yes,
the
you are.
truth.
I'll be honest, you have been telling us you live in a shoebox, but I've seen the tent.
There are many tents. I will show you. In fact, there's one where it's just like a load of cardboard with a load of sleeping bags piled on top.
They're living it up there.
Oh, it is. They are. And like they had like the doorways right out by side Tesco, and they kind of sit there looking all pathetic and everything. You know, it's like it's cold out there. I mean, I should really sort of pour petrol on them, set fire to them, and warm them up a bit.
I won't waste the petrol. Just, you know, just throw lit matches at them. Hopefully one of
That's
them
who
will...
I do. That's because I'm using a keyboard and mouse. It doesn't work so well. Thank you for dropping by, though.
Yeah. See, we don't have any like homeless people in the town nearest where I am because
Neither do we.
they've all gone like further afield to Windsor because they think there's more money to be made there.
Well, there is. There's a lot more to be made there by comparison to where you are.
Yes, there is.
I mean, we have a few, but again, it's the beggar. The thing all the shop windows now have, it is illegal to beg in this area, kind of thing. And so it's really hard for anyone to do that here, unless you have the drunks that walk down the road always asking you if you've got a couple quid so they can make a phone call when there isn't a single telephone box in my town. Who are you going to phone with? You going to stick it up your bum?
I don't think I've seen a telephone box anywhere for a long time.
There was one in my town about 2 years ago. It got torn up. There was one near the fire station, but that was torn up by a bunch of chavs, one of whom lives next door to me. And her parents had to pay for the damages, but they've never replaced it. They just left it as an empty, hollow thing now that someone hides in when it's raining.
I bet it was Doctor Who that stole it. That woman's been.
Nah, it's not even the good telephone box, man. It's the shitty BT ones.
Oh,
God, I've not seen one of those for years.
Yeah, we still have a couple. We don't have any of the red ones either. The red ones are good.
They are awesome, yeah.
Oh yeah, the red phone boxes. They were great for emergency toilets.
Yeah, so I've heard, and you can still smell them in the BT ones where people are like, they're just in a pinch. And the worst thing is, these are opposite the oh fuck you. They're opposite the police station in my town. So if you go in there and someone does that, they're gonna get noticed.
Yeah, police in my town don't give a shit.
Oh, these police do.
Now, they only care if you send out a mean tweet. That's it.
No, in this town, if you do, they will waddle after you.
Oh, the police here are too busy dealing with people complaining about how badly people have parked, and they're getting really pissed off with it. It's quite amusing to see online. Like, trying to be as nice as possible to people whilst telling them to fuck off.
The only time I've ever seen police actually do anything in any town was where I grew up. My older sister, when some drove past, because there were pigs in the field, she shouted, "Look, pigs!" And they stopped and told her off for it because they thought she was talking to them. I felt really bad for her, but at the same time, I was in hysterics.
You'd have to be.
I think I was shouting, "Look, mobile bacon!" And there's some pigs in that field as well.
It's like that saying, you know, pigs will fly. I mean, it's like, well, yeah, there's always police helicopters around here.
Yeah, we have a few around here as well for missing old ladies that keep on disappearing. They just go for a walk. The people haven't put their children haven't put them in a care home. So they just go for random walks and end up having a helicopter sent looking for them. That should be Oh no, I can go this fast.
I can't help but notice you haven't crashed yet. Ever since
Yeah.
I started the stream.
Well, I want to make these. I want these deliveries of Christmassy things to be in good condition. Because
Filthy liar.
So would it be like a bad thing if I started playing ICP's version cover of Santa is a Fat Bitch?
I may have to mute you if you did that.
Yeah. How about I just sing it instead?
Why don't people leash their old people?
Or better still, Trampo Claus. I can sing that for you.
Tatsu. I've heard people actually suggest that where I live. It's not. I wouldn't obviously condone that in the slightest, but it is something I've heard used because young people here just have absolutely no time for old people to the point where they will just say that. It's. We have a lot of care homes anywhere where I live. This town actually has several, and I've got family have worked in care for a long time. Yeah, they're not. One of them was horrific, and it was horrific because they were known to have abused the clients, and so when they finally shut down, it wasn't actually because of that though. They were shut down because somebody that I called Bread Girl because she always smelled like mouldy bread. She was stealing money from the company, and the company went bankrupt because of her. Not because of the beatings, which should have been called out, because then a lot of carers then got new jobs in other places who had been abusing their clients. My sister, my mum actually had worked at this care home, but they both left because of it, and they complained and nothing had happened. I felt really bad for them, but that was long, long ago. And yeah, that place has now become a bunch of flats, which is actually quite nice. It looks lovely, and yeah, I'm glad that they made good use out of it, and of all those secure rooms that didn't look at all like 6x4 prisons. Never.
I can't help but notice there's like 20 odd people watching, 12 likes, and only 2 dislikes. Come on, people, hit that like button.
13 now.
Bam. I don't mind. Interaction is interaction. I don't mind which way it goes.
Oh, so you go both ways. Gotcha.
Wow.
And chat went quiet.
Well,
Well
that's
done, Socky. Well done, Socky. You fucked up again.
It's not my fault now.
yeah, it's not Carl's fault for once.
Exactly. No, I didn't do nothing.
What do you have to do to yourself to smell like mouldy bread? I don't know, because she was a friend of my sister's once, and I never knew her name. Okay, I say I knew her name, but I'm shit with names. I mean, I only remember most of the names I see in my chat, in voice chat, because they're on the Discord overlay. I mean, the only person I can remember absolutely is Joe. I will guaranteed forget everyone else unless I look at the chat.
But to be fair, mine's like really short.
That's why I remember. That's literally the only reason why.
I could tell
I
you
am
why
so
she
bad with names.
smells like
I lived with 3
mold bread.
people in uni for 5 years, excluding my first year, and I got their names mixed up all the time. And one of them was a girl, and I still got their names confused.
That's quite impressive.
I was pretty hammered.
Just want to address what Satsu's saying in chat about asking about the sandwich on the dashboard that you can't eat. He's not going to eat that because that's the one that Roman Millennial made him.
That bitch.
What, she's still not made one?
No.
The bitch.
Right?
How selfish is she?
Everyone go to Twitter and just at her the word penetrate. Nothing else. Just at Roaming Millennial or Lauren Chen. It might be that. Or is it Roaming Mill? She's still following.
No, it's Roaming Mill.
Yeah, alright. And just at her with the word penetrate. Nothing else. Just that one word, because I know for a fact that word gets a reaction out of her like the word moist does out of other people. I know this She told me, and I am done waiting for my sandwich, which is now over 9 months due.
Right, so that's roaming mill.
Did that car just vanish in thin air? The fuck? Okay, fine. White says, Mel, you're at work, are you? Oh, well, thank you for dropping by. Slap a like on this, of course.
or slap a dislike.
Or
maybe.
slap a dislike, of course. He's quite right. If you would rather dislike my stream, by all means do so.
Or don't do anything so you don't interact with him.
But he's already
Just
been
go back
chat.
to work and stop watching.
Yeah, you could do that. You could do that as well. I don't mind in the slightest.
But Joe, you're actually in the stream, so you're interacting.
Interaction's good for me regardless. I don't care.
Yeah, because you're watching his stream.
Done. I assume you just...
I've
hang on. Sif said he's done something.
Oh, okay.
Has Sif disliked my stream?
Well done, whoever it is that's been disliked, doing the dislike, well done, you deserve a gold star and all sorts of stuff.
Oh, thank you.
Lol.
Well, come on, it was obvious, weren't it?
Don't do it, you will go to Twitter prison. Do it! Do it because it's funny and that word triggers the shit out of her. I'm a very proud man that likes his sandwiches, and she has denied me one for too long. In fact, just at her this stream and tell her that I'm talking about her not having made me a sandwich. If you want. I'll continue if you really like.
Yeah, do that. Everybody, just go and at her, say, watch your Megan's stream.
Yeah, just watch it, and I'll keep
He's talking about penetrating you.
Well, that's certainly one way to cut her fiance, I guess.
So what is her Twitter? Roaming Mill.
At Roaming Mill, 1 L in that.
Okay, so in like 10 years' time, it'll be Roaming MILF.
Oh dear God.
I didn't think of that. You can tell her that if you want.
or if she actually puts on weight, it'd be Rolling MILF.
Oh dear. You should definitely tell her these. And then tell her, I'll continue until Megan gets his damage.
What do you mean you'll continue?
No, you will continue.
You continue.
Unleash the sock puppets.
I think it's very funny.
Oh, that was awesome.
Oh dear.
Megan, his favourite kind of sandwich is any with mustard in it.
Yep, totally that. I actually do like mustard, so that's fine.
English or Dijon?
I just remember to get my epic
or surrender mustard.
Sorry, I'm dyslexic. I mean custard.
Never had a custard sandwich. Although, okay, so 2 nights ago I made some spotted dick and had some custard with that. I left half of the spotted dick and the custard in a bowl overnight for my brother-in-law to have. The next day, though, the custard had been absorbed into the spotted dick. So, because of the consistency of spotted dick, isn't that technically a sandwich at that point? So maybe it is in fact a custard sandwich.
You just wanted to say dick several times.
He did.
It's actually pudding. It's called suet, spotted dick.
He wanted to
what it
get
is.
a reaction to.
Oh yeah? Anne, do you like spotted dick with a mouthful of custard? You gotta be careful, you don't want it to drip down the sides. You gotta make sure you get all of that and
Swallow it.
yeah.
Of course, exactly.
Don't spit.
Yeah, it's very rude with the spotted dick in your mouth as well. Come on, that's just impolite.
Since when am I polite? I'm German.
She does have a
not British.
point.
Your nationality bears no relevance. We just want to know if you like spotted dick in your mouth.
30 seconds.
It's a feature, okay? It's also a really nice pudding. I hadn't had it in years. So it was really nice to have that again.
I can't get sweat here.
Do you like bacon? Lady Justice, I am a man, and the answer to that, therefore, is obvious.
Doesn't everyone like bacon?
Except for vegetarians and vegans. Although, don't they eat, like, like tofu bacon or something.
Oh, it's
Oh, have you seen that? Have you seen what it looks like?
I've tasted it.
Oh, shitballs. That's just...
I have as well. It's
You know
I
why I
haven't-
tasted it? Do you know why I tasted it? Because I lost a bet.
Oh, so it serves
Oh,
you...
man.
you know,
It'd be
so at
nice
least
if
you
you
know...
lost your bet today and just crash.
Hang on, right, wait a minute.
That's why he doesn't want to lose, because, you know, he's felt the taste of defeat before. Quite literally.
Felt the taste of defeat in the form of tofu in his mouth. It's the fact that he goes to the effort to make it look like bacon. It's like,
yeah.
just eat bacon, you fucking...
It's just the shape of it. To look at it though, it just looks like somebody's got...
I ate some corn Scotch eggs. They look like breaded chicken heads. It's like, you fucked this up. It's supposed to be round. How did you manage to balls this up? It looked like it had giblets on it still.
Uploaded to PDA.
And Megon is Muslim. What? Wallahi. Totally. Inshallah, my fellow infidels.
I'm mostly vegetarian. I still eat like
I really don't eat meat much. It's very expensive, and I have to think of ways to save money. But you know, I'm buying a meat hamper for Christmas because my sister's. I'll definitely have some of that. Probably some turkey. That's about it, really.
That's quite amusing because where I am, it's cheaper to buy meat than it is vegetables.
Yeah, the vegetables here aren't that great either, to be honest, on cost. But I am going to invest more money in growing some next year because I am very green-fingered, so it's not going to be too difficult for me to do
Vital
that.
signs.
No, I actually eat a hell of a lot of meat, and I should eat more vegetables. But because I don't have much in the way of teeth, I have trouble getting my teeth through the wheelchairs and that.
Hello, person in chat whose name I can't pronounce. I do apologise, but I really don't know how to pronounce that.
Kirwaka Judas.
Thank you for doing that, Carlos. I honestly couldn't have done that.
Just be thankful though that he actually even...
Oh, you're from Poland? Okay, well, Shimon.
Kirovka, because the W, I'm sure
He
they
actually
pronounce that.
noticed you in the chat, so, you know, there straight away you...
I can't get to it in Portugal, god damn it.
You can make it yourself.
I know, but...
I made it myself. It's not hard.
No, it's
I just
not,
got
I know.
bored. I just thought, fuck it, I'm going to make suet. I'm going to have a big old slab of spotted dick, a bowl full of custard. I'm going to go to town on that spotted.
Exactly. I want to make some as well. Yeah, I love that stuff.
It's
I had
like
it when I
You
was
should all
in
just
the UK
eat your
last-
veggies.
Hey,
Yeah, but
hey,
vegetarian
hey,
is-
I eat my veggies first so that I have a treat after.
Hmm.
you can buy a vegetarian suet as well now. I think.
Suet isn't suet mostly vegetarian anyway?
I think.
Well,
I think it might be because it
comes from the
bread.
fat around the kidneys of cattle, so
Yeah.
I doubt it.
Oh right, okay, I didn't realise. Never occurred to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
It is the
vegetarianism
more
is
hard fat
absolutely
people
fine. It's healthy, in fact. If you add politics to it, it becomes vegan, and then it becomes problematic. Yeah, so I love vegetarian food. I hate
Megan Ferguson in the chat. If I feel like there's something wrong if it's spotted, it's the raisins fan, and there's nothing wrong with having a nice hearty mouthful of spotted egg.
Exactly. Yep.
And especially the custard, man. It just really.
As
It's
a pudding, yes, it's fine.
Such a good
Anything
pudding.
else, it's kind of wrong. And you
Yes,
should
if
go
it's
with
anything
that.
else, see a doctor. But otherwise, bury that spotted dick in the mouth.
See, with the custard, it helps it slide down the throat.
It really does
Yeah,
help.
exactly.
I mean,
It's
of
the
course,
lubricant.
you really do want to enjoy the taste, though. So you got to.
Oh, you've got to get a good old suck and, rummage around in your mouth.
Exactly. It sort of lubricates the throat.
No. You got to chew on your.
At least it's not anal jokes today. I'm
Vital
good.
signs.
That's good.
Careful, ladies.
Yeah, Quacks isn't here. That's his forte.
Actually, I was behaving myself, so I didn't say any.
I'll take you. I low speak English. Well, I low speak English too.
That's
As
like
does-
meme English. Like, I have to think of the snack meme now.
Oh, don't step on snack.
I don't know how to say hello in Polish, so I'm not going to try. I do know how to swear, but I'm not going to swear.
Carlos doesn't know to speak English either. Can you tell?
Nope, exactly. Absolutely nope.
Absolutely.
The Polish for hello is alright, geezer.
It's quite easy to say hello in Polish.
I said Shema. It's good enough, isn't it? That is Polish.
Is that Shimonita, did you say?
Yes, that's definitely Polish.
You're a better man than I am, Gungadin. That's not too hard.
I'll call it the Gungadin.
You're just talking Gungan.
What? Gungan?
Gungadin.
Nisa thinking Nisa needing removing from the chat, you know, betcha.
Oh my god, how the fuck do you know that? How the fuck do you know how to do that? You should kick yourself.
I suffered through that film like everyone else. I suffered through it like everyone else.
You should kick your... I suffered through watching the film, but I didn't learn.
You know the worst part was, right? Near where I grew up, there was a Battlebridge Boys Football Club, and in the football club they had an auction, and inside was a 6-foot-tall resin Jar Jar Binks for auction. He was there for several months because no cunt would buy him.
How much? I would have bought the fucker.
I think they actually managed to get rid of him for about £5 in the end, which is about I'd say a quarter of what he weighed.
Damn, I mean, I could have done with that. That would have been great.
Did you just fat shame that Gungan?
I mean, you know, imagine full of like gunpowder blowing the fucker up.
Why am I getting lag? I think it's either OBS or it's Discord just causing me lag. Freaking things. How the hell did you learn to speak like that? Why? Why would you even...
Because I misheard something as Gungan and assumed he did it, so I thought I'd speak his native tongue.
No, I just mean as in why would you learn? Why would you even attempt to learn?
I didn't learn, I just did it on the spot. Didn't you notice I had to think about it halfway through?
I thought you was just, you know, trying to weigh it with self-dignity and all that sort of stuff with saying it. You know, and then you said, fuck it.
I think if you type in Polish, Polish, it comes out just Polish. Yeah, see, lowercase would be Polish, not Polish, I guess.
Oh, thank you, Stargazer.
Apparently Dibia doesn't like it when you speak Gungan.
Oh, well.
Nisa no speak Gungan no more for you, Dibla. Quick, yeah.
Everyone should tell him how much you love tea by saying that. Oh dear. I do support this notion, kick Saki.
Everybody tries to kick me, but I'm made of wool, so I don't care.
Damn it.
Well, hello to you, Mr. Polish person. I hope this isn't as boring as I think it might be to everyone else.
It wouldn't be as boring if you just crashed, you know?
There are some prices.
I'm just waiting for one of
Don't
you
crash.
That price, though.
And you should really sort of sing him a song or something, you know, just to put him off a bit.
Yeah, do that.
No.
A nice Christmassy song.
Absolutely no.
What is it with you wanting to get people to sing Christmas songs?
Because I hate it. And I'm sharing for Christmas, you know, so I'm sharing my hatred of Christmas songs with everybody.
Hurry up and get to Nice. I'm not actually driving to Nice at the moment. I'm driving to somewhere in the middle of Poland, I believe. Because I was trying to stay in the Baltic area, but apparently I couldn't get a job that would keep me there, so now I'm having to go around. Which is quite irritating.
Oh, it's a bad piece.
Fancy.
So how does the mouse work with this game? I mean, like, you sort of just roll it around the board or what?
I can't explain it any better than you just did. In fact, I think your explanation was best.
You just roll it around and hope for the best?
Pretty much, yeah.
So if you have like a twinge, then you'll end up crashing?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not good.
Everyone hoped that Meg gets cramped then.
I had cramp in the first one I did of these, and it was not comfortable at all. Mostly because my wrist is pushing against the corner of the desk, so it just made things very uncomfortable.
You know what people could actually do to make it a win-win situation? Everybody send just the minimal amount of donation to Meg, and just keep on just spamming the shit out of him with it.
Actually, I've got a better idea. Is your text-to-speech on?
I don't think it is on this channel, no. I didn't know how to enable it the first time round, and I didn't realize I had on the other one.
Yeah, that was a mistake. I didn't even know it was turned on.
Yeah, I didn't realize I had turned it on, so it's fine.
I would have said something. I would have said something else had I known it was on.
I'm sure you would have. Although the message did say, "I dare you to turn text-to-speech on."
Yeah. But all that KTA must annoy people.
Nah. Very generous donation. I don't mind what it says.
No, I said people, not you. You're not people.
Hello, Master Scania. Sorry, I'm not driving one of yours. Although I do normally. It's just for these streams I'm doing Daft. I might switch to Renault if I go over to France because I haven't actually explored that area yet. So the intention is
for the yellow.
Sorry.
Watch out for the yellow vests.
Oh, the high-vis vests and all the protests. I would love them to do an update, including riots.
They can run through them.
Maybe somebody warming up the guillotines.
Today, a few dozen. So fucking embarrassing me saying this. In Portugal, we had one of those yellow vest protests. There were more cops than protesters.
Does France have enough police, though?
It was Portugal, man, not France.
Yeah, no, but I'm talking about France now.
I don't know.
In France protests, I couldn't tell if they had to enlist the army or not.
Yeah, exactly. They were over.
I wonder how that works though, because obviously when both sides come into contact with each other, who gives up first?
Don't know. The one who's lost his head through the guillotine, I guess.
And there's videos of the cops actually trying to get people arrested.
Oh, Scania 720. That's fun. I do a Scania R, I think. Normally. Hang on, I could probably... Actually, you know what I could do? I could just go here and go to my truck manager, because I know which one it is. Where is it? Might be this one. Is it? Is it actually? Yeah. Scania R 2012. At the Budapest. Yeah, because that's the first garage I had. It's this one. The first truck I had, though, was this one here, I believe. Yes. But it was originally a Majestic before they got the license for Mercedes. Once they got the license, it changed a little. I am fine with the lady. The lady? Who's the lady?
Apparently, Sean said, "I'm making on the lady should get together." And I said, "Dude, do you mean me?"
No, he said we should sing together.
Socky baby. Socky baby.
Yeah.
No.
You go get a room, you two.
I'm going to do it in front of you. And we're going to do it anal style.
Oh, lovely.
Quacks?
Just make sure there's a lot of custard.
Oh, there's going to be plenty of custard. Don't start me off. Don't, I'm trying to behave.
Yeah, just make sure Meg is wearing his, like...
Oh, behave.
Behave.
Socky, when do you ever behave?
Look, all of you said. I like how when both tried to sound sexual, it just sounded wrong.
Exactly.
Didn't sound camp enough.
I'm not camp, exactly. I'm a complete.
You don't have to be camp to be able to say it correctly.
Oh, behave. No, I can't do it.
You just have to. I don't know. I'm not trying.
I'm too brutish, man. What do you expect?
Ah, come on, then. Go show him.
Grab your balls like Mark Jackson.
You can do it, Meg. You can do it. You do that homoerotic stuff well. Go on. Give it some.
Well, I mean,
give it some, my son.
You do sound kind of camp when you do the daddy thing.
Kind of camp.
Okay, then. Incredibly.
Welcome.
I've perfected that. Okay, it took me ages to get that right. I spent like 5 minutes staring at myself in the mirror, crying, and then I got it.
Right, so he's very camp and he drives a truck. I mean, how stereotypical can you get?
Yep. I quote drive a truck with keyboard and mouse. Everyone.
There you go. Virtual training.
Dibula's just said, did you just assume everyone's gender? I know Dibula. Hate speech. Re. Hang on, I'll say it right. Re? Is that good enough?
I like how you made that into a question.
It sounded like it.
It's the best I could do. Fuck all of you.
It sounded like, whilst making the noise, you were simultaneously asking, is this how it's done?
Kind of the intent, to be honest. It's the best kind of re.
Yeah, to be fair, like, Shu's
Pencil
re
cookie.
is, like, super high-pitched, so... Yeah. Kind of hard for you, I guess.
My version is like re. Because I just can't.
Shit
But I do know something that does
That just sounded sad, Socky.
Yeah.
That person.
I started, the moment you did that, I started cutting myself.
Re.
Yeah, across the road every single time.
There you go. Emo gone. Strikes again.
Emo gone.
In this area is dominated
That is
by
the most
dark
autistic screech ever.
all terror vehicle
Yes.
signatures.
Have this gonna do with them?
Well,
Oh no.
if you want to see some quality autism, go to his channel and ask him to play Dragon Age.
Yes.
Shut up.
Disno, can you play Dragon Age tomorrow?
No, you
Uh,
I really want to see it. I really want to see it.
So do I.
I don't care, fuck off. He's going to play Subnautica.
But man, it's his channel. You know, he can play what he likes.
I don't care. It's my favorite game.
Everyone,
Wow.
Shut up.
You are so rusty.
ODA data.
so those in my chat who are watching, who aren't, you should go subscribe to Disconer, who is linked in the description.
Hey
I'm sure
people,
he would love you all
Absolutely,
to go and
yes.
subscribe to him. That would.
I would love people to come subscribe to me. You don't have to stay, just give me the views, give me everything, give me it all.
Leave him a dislike and
Yeah.
then...
He'll
Go
take
away.
it all from you.
Definitely give him a disc like. Yo,
Dislike.
Dear God. That was a dead
Nice.
joke, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
just make a dead
wasn't
joke?
Meg, you
It
first
wasn't.
you was talking old Gunga, whatever it is,
Yep.
and now you're making a dad joke.
Personally, I had to work.
Shame.
Can someone, like, kick him out of the chat?
Shame
no,
on
he's in the
you.
server. Fuck.
Firstly, I had to do the Gungan while thinking about it, and the second one,
It
I hadn't
doesn't
intended to make a
matter.
dad. Shut up! I hadn't intended to make a dad joke.
I don't intend to make
I
dad
had
jokes.
shut up. I said disc and then just committed because I figured fuck it. I couldn't correct myself too many times. I couldn't be asked. Fuck you.
You keep defending yourself.
I will defend myself.
It's all just going downhill from here. First dead joke.
Right, Dibula.
Well, I am old.
He's
so,
amazing. He's amazing, Dibula. Get over it.
like ancient old. Okay, not Joe's age, but I'm old.
Yeah, but I'm not Sucky's age, so, you know.
I don't think Soki's Carlos's age.
Oh,
Really?
I mean, I've got a physical age, but my mental age. Can you just...
Hang on. Have you tried to legally get your physical age yet? Because
Reduce.
No,
Just
actually,
what President said, so nope, we can't reduce our age.
That's
So.
ageist. You all should, like, calm down. Can't have
And
that
anyway,
here.
Anyway,
Can somebody in my chat time out Dibula, because I see some hate speech brewing and I won't tolerate it. Dacia Sandero? Where is it?
Hate speech brewing. That was terrible.
Look at that car. Look at that thing. Gorgeous. Has someone timed Dibula out yet?
There's no spammers in the chat.
I was trying out, but you haven't given me a wrench, so
I'm not giving you.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't want one.
Can't trust Anne either.
No. Give Anne a wrench. Give Anne a wrench. Go on, wrench Anne. Go on.
No, I can't give her. Can't be trusted.
Give her your tool. Give her your tool. Come on, it's only fair.
Give her my tool. She won't even take the spot of the dick.
Not even the dripping custard.
Nah, fam. She's a bit of a prude, to be honest.
Yeah, but I mean, give it a wrench because you know. It
I'm a
sounds...
bit of a what?
A what?
A what?
What?
What did you say? I'm a bit of a what?
A what?
Food. God, if you're not going to listen, then why? God.
Correct answer was what?
Yeah, you fucked that Discanar.
What? That's what you was calling her? That's what I'm going to tell her. She wanted to know.
We called her a what?
Yeah, what?
It's okay, I'll deal with Dibula when I finish this quote delivery.
Yeah, you can go fuck yourself.
What you should do is give somebody like Carlos or Joe temporary wrench license.
No, I don't want a wrench. I don't trust me, even worse.
No, that's why I say temporary, you know, because you can just take
No, not even temporary. I'll invade your countries.
I could have sworn I'd given one to Joe before. So no.
I don't want one, honestly.
Let's switch to this lane.
Oh, this is where I started. A few more days before. What night?
Give Pencil Cookie a wrench.
Nah.
It's a trustworthy name, isn't it?
You are currently
Fine.
inside a
I'll do it now.
non-calcified
It's all good. I got this.
Evidence
Where are you,
suggests
Dibula?
it was eaten early by other life.
I have a wrench on this channel.
Run for your lives!
There we go.
I didn't see what you typed there.
No, did I.
Oh well.
Have I already paid for this? I haven't.
Quick, just go through, don't pay.
Oh, there we go. The barrier wouldn't come up. I was confused.
Oh, Bolsheviks.
Yep. What'd you do?
I drowned.
Congratulations.
You know what I'm like for directions?
I know what you're like for everything.
Okay, well, I got lost in a cave system.
Yeah, he has like that handy little assistant that tells him oxygen every time like oxygen gets low, but he doesn't care and you just like...
Well, no, as soon as you said oxygen, I went looking for... I was trying to get out. That wasn't me trying to loot, that was me trying to find my way out.
Watching the oxygen levels like slowly but steadily drop to zero gives me fucking anxiety, so I just...
I get the feeling that this is like Dragon Age all over again.
It sounds like a...
Shut up, it's not like Dragon Age. Dragon Age was way worse.
Were there none of those little things that like poof out the oxygen bubbles?
No, well, I don't know, I couldn't find my way out, so it was sort of a bit difficult to do anything because I was lost.
How much is Dragon Age?
It depends on where you go.
Dragon Age
Which
Inquisition,
one?
is that the one?
Yeah.
Is it Inquisition? That's one this I was playing.
Yeah.
I have no
I
idea.
think that.
But there is Steam sales on now as well, because the Christmas sales have started.
Yeah,
So if you like a look out, it should be cheap. There are a couple games I want to try and get, hopefully next week.
Well, Subnautica's free for...
Lady Justice, definitely go sub and downvote his streams. Definitely go sub. The downvote part is a bonus.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
so I only
can...
got Dragon Age Origins on Steam.
Just no one mind.
I don't mind. As long as you sub first and then do it. If you're gonna get them all, Socky, then you might as well just go get yourself an Origin account and then pay 20 quid for 12 months and you'll be able to play all 3.
Yeah, you're right. I don't like Origin. They use a lot of orange. Just puts me off. Star's getting the game. What game was that, Star?
What game are you getting?
I don't know, but, you know. She still hasn't even managed to do, what do we call it yet?
Oh, Thingamable.
Yeah,
I know
7 days. Because, you know, she was gonna play it and then didn't, and then it's like,
But isn't it horrendously broken?
at the moment, yes. It is kind of...
They've updated today.
I
Yes.
have never updated it.
It's
1.5 gigabyte update.
It's kind of still bad.
So, the game, the normal get that. I swear they've reinstalled the game essentially twice. There have been so many updates. It's bigger than the original game file, I think. Pretty sure it is.
Which one?
7 days.
Oh yeah, it's 2.38 already. Yeah, Alpha 17.
Well, Alpha 17 is a lot bigger because it was 2.9 for the first update, and then there were subsequent updates in the gigabytes. There's been 3, I think, hasn't there?
Yep.
At least
Yeah,
gigabytes
2,
worth
3,
of
1,
updates.
2, 3, 3, and now it's on 2, 3, 8, I do believe.
Yeah, it's insane. The updates. I got my boys Lego Lord of the Rings. I actually have that game, and I also have The Hobbit as well, Lego. They're good fun to play if you are incredibly autistic. If you're not, like me, it's quite mind-numbingly irritating.
Oh, but you say autistic? Does this mean I would be like loving that game?
My
You
son got it.
cracking one off to Frodo.
Oh, no.
This is Light Pod 4.
No,
We've
no,
landed
no.
close
I
to
didn't want
Aurora.
sexuality, so I
Location
thought I'd
device
just
is
say
active,
that
but we've got
to
some
see
big old fish
to
in the
gauge
water with
the
us.
reaction.
I don't know how long we're going to last. We're close to the
So
crash site, so
Legolas
bring
instead,
radiation
then, yeah?
protection.
Nah,
4
Gandalf's
hours.
love stick.
Signal coordinates corrupted.
You notice, right, ever since he started this truck driving game, he's getting as gay as fuck.
Lady Justice, I'm sure she'd take your spotted dick if you put some on yours? Did I just misread that?
No, that's what's written.
Yeah.
It did. I may have it was on. I had to read OBS to see that, and it disappeared before I got to the end, so I had to guess it.
Put some what?
I don't know.
I don't want to know.
I think I know. Giggity. I have to do 2 more deliveries after this. Complete the event. Woo.
Never understood the whole point of Lord of the Rings, because couldn't Gandalf just teleport to Mount Zardoom or whatever it's called and just throw the ring in?
He could have actually. He could have actually saved everyone a lot of time if he just got the fucking eagles to carry them.
Yep.
Gandalf is a prick, isn't he?
Pencil Cookie, what is spotted dick? That is the question Pencil Cookie has asked, and if I remember correctly,
God,
Pencil Cookie is quite young, so I'm going to refrain from the obvious, but it's this fantastic pudding that goes really well with custard, and you should definitely load your spoon up with lots of it and shove it in your mouth.
Yeah, pudding for Germans is like kind of.
Spotted dick is fantastic in your mouth.
Yeah, but like pudding's not the same for Germans. You know, pudding. I don't actually know what like the proper English word for our pudding is, but it's not like
Heresy, I think.
So I guess
something
like
baked cookie. Like it's not actual German pudding. It's something.
it's like a dessert.
Yeah, they're both desserts.
It's like
isn't
bagels.
Spotted dick kind of a dessert too.
You've got to have the custard with it though, otherwise you're just not eating spotted dick right. You've got to have lots of custard.
Oh yeah, you need the custard, it helps you lubricate it.
It
Slides
does.
it down so much easier.
Yep. I'm not that innocent, followed by spazzing out. That's adorable. That's adorable.
I beg to differ.
Oh, I'm sorry, could you decipher that? It's not spazzing out, it's an intricate message.
It's passing out on the keyboard.
Right.
Don't want to make a sentence out of that. Like, maybe it is a message.
I just shaved.
Might be German, I don't know.
You
Very
can always trust
awful
Saki.
jokes. I can't decipher the last bit.
You're a
Hello,
shit.
Socky. Do videos. Oh, okay.
I've never really had pudding in the British sense of the word. Well, you're missing out on an absolute treat, because we make some fantastic puddings that go really well with custard. That should always be buried in your face.
Come and be my
But
housekeeper.
couldn't you,
Get
like, at
plenty
least
of it.
have picked some other word than pudding? Because this is, like, confusing.
Why?
Why? We all know what pudding means.
Sweetie food product you have after dinner.
They're usually squishy.
Yeah, but, like, spotted dick, isn't that kind of a baked thing? Like,
It's
I don't know,
kind of like
ish.
Technically.
it's steamed, yeah. And custard, you know how custard's made, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
You sure?
Yeah,
You can
I
explain
think.
it if you like, and you'll get really creepy.
Please explain.
Part of me's like, go on then,
I
explain.
don't know. I'm interested. Tell me, please.
Oh, I'm not the one that's going to do the explaining, because it's beyond my knowledge. I was hoping to leave it to one of you, very sensible
Oh,
people.
because you're so sweet and naive and innocent and stuff, yeah?
Totally naive. I have no idea where custard comes from. You're a pro, though, Joe, aren't you?
Sorry?
What? You know how to make custard, don't you?
No, I don't.
Like, isn't that basically, like, milk and, like, vanilla?
Bring
I
the
don't know.
milk, cream and vanilla pod to simmering point slowly over a low heat.
See? See?
Remove
I
the
was
vanilla
pretty
pod.
close.
Wash
Wow.
the milk. Right.
Stocky's the whammon of the group. Wow.
Which do you?
Yes. Wow.
No, it's because men are chefs, women are cooks. They're only good for
I
like.
can't cook for shit, so that's okay.
If you think Stocky's a woman in the chat, press 1.
You shouldn't be the one complaining. Like, you're a chef too, aren't you?
Who, me?
Uh,
I know how to bake. I know how to cook. Yes, because my mother taught me.
Carlos, you might want to refrain.
She saw the dangers of feminism and decided I'd prepare my son to ensure that he doesn't suffer at the hands of these rapscallions.
Exactly.
Okay, right. Pencil cooking. Me and you are gonna have a falling out now.
These empowered people.
I actually noticed it's all the women that are putting one.
One. Hang on, let me just. Hang on.
It's all the women putting one in the chat. It's hilarious.
There we go.
Are they saying that I'm as good as them? I mean, you know, it's quite amusing.
The chat has agreed. Socky is now a woman.
So he's
well,
socket.
Could be worse.
Oh, fuck. No, I'm out.
Socky, do you love spotted dick?
Of course I do. I love all kinds of dick.
Good woman.
That's a proper woman's answer.
How would you know this far?
Oh, well, still Arizona are okay.
Ah, the ones. Even Socky's getting in on it on his old account.
But it's what?
I know what sick he is.
Yeah, it's when you're not very well in it.
Oh, and Sucky the real, Sacky the real.
Oh, Sucky, your old mate Sucky.
Stucky? Who's getting Sucky?
Jackie $5.
Oh, apparently.
Dear, right. We don't know how much he charges.
And 2 in the chat for Carlos being a woman.
Yeah, 2 in the chat for Carlos.
I want 2, lots of you guys. Come on.
No, it'd make more sense if it's 5, because he did say $5.
$5. $5. Hi.
But a 2 will suffice.
Exactly.
Well, a 2 is backwards 5.
100.
That's fine.
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Sucky, $5. Wow. Although you said it wrong, isn't it Dora? Isn't that how
No, it's $1. I've seen
Allah.
Metal Jacket enough times.
Okay, I clearly haven't.
Me love you long time. God, I love that.
Bye bye, Mr. Scania. Have a lovely travel. You put spots on your dick, and I'm sure she'll gladly take the spotted dick.
Damn.
I'm sure for $5, Carlos will suck the spots off.
For $5, I love you long time.
The only thing I've really got to say to Carlos at the moment is, Carlos, what's your Streamlabs? Quickly, I need to send you some money.
What's my what?
What's your Streamlabs? I need to send you some money.
No.
Carlos is just going to ask you who's daddy. Fuck you, the daddy.
I'm not into being daddy fetish. I don't do the daddy fetish.
I think that's Slash.Dash who does that.
Yeah, that's Slash.
Socky just wants him just wants the blowjob.
No, Socky just loves being an arse. But funny enough, Anne, I'm actually old enough to be your daddy.
Yeah, probably.
I think a lot of us here are.
I'm definitely.
Yes, I'm old enough to be most of your dad.
I think even Discanar's old enough to be Anne's dad.
Well, I'm older than you.
Yeah,
You
Discanar's
are.
as old as my brother, so that's kind of weird. No, not my dad.
Well, that would be a very, very odd relationship then, wouldn't it?
Actually, yeah, he is. He's about... Yeah, he's old enough to be your dad.
Oh.
Just about, yeah.
Spotted dick, huh? Killed the chat, thank fuck for that. I'm so proud of myself. How goes your Subnautica game, by the way, Discanar?
Oh, I'm doing it okay, I think.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm probably completely wrong on that, but yeah, I think I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
Views-wise, I've got 2 people. One's Anne, I think, and the other one...
No!
Oh, so you're not even actually... Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
you
my
then.
internet can't handle, like...
It's okay. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
No,
I
it's
know.
not. Stop whining.
I understand. You know.
Oh, dear God, not that again.
No! Spotted dick, anyone? Yum.
Ooh, blimey.
So one's
I will
pencil
fight
and
you in the
one's...
kitchen tomorrow at 12. Who are you fighting in the kitchen tomorrow at 12? I missed.
Apparently, Lady Justice.
Lady Justice, yeah.
Oh, right. Why are they fighting? I need context. Can someone fill me in?
They're making sarnies or something.
Oh, giggity.
Ooh, film it then. You know, so I can put them on his channel.
Yeah, can you preface it with, this dear roaming millennial, this is how you perform your womanly duties?
Definitely.
It's been nearly a year, I'm quite triggered. Let's say that's why I haven't done a stream on my main channel. Let's say it's entirely because I haven't received my sandwich yet and not because the views are shit on streams on that channel. Let's go with that. It's all roaming millennials' fault, everyone.
The cow.
Yeah.
The fuck was that?
Denying me my sandwich.
She knows so horny.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
You got taught how
back.
to cook. Just make yourself a sandwich then.
It's Ting Tong from Tooting.
The fuck did you just say?
Awesome.
Ting Tong from Tooting.
Ting Tong from Tooting.
You never saw Little Britain?
I remember Ping Pong, yes.
Oh, it's Ting Tong.
Yeah, and I remember Ping Pong as well.
Oh, right. Oh, okay. Yeah. Ting Tong was from Tooting, not Taiwan.
Yeah, I remember. That was... If that got played now, you know racist would be called. Didn't they put David Walliams in a massive fat suit in like another show they did? In a care home? Massive fat black suit.
Oh,
and,
yeah, there was bubbles, weren't it?
Yeah, and he was always naked under that towel. Oh, God.
Yeah.
That was... Oh, that was grim. That was... Yeah. Do you know how lanes work? No, I don't. I do not know how lanes work at all.
planes don't work. They just sit there doing nothing.
Are you stupid?
He's not supposed to drive properly anyways. Megan is supposed to crash, but he just doesn't.
That's it. Crash like a bandicoot.
Them prizes.
What's the cargo you hauling?
I'll check.
He doesn't even know what he's hauling.
Christmas candy canes. See, the cargo doesn't look as cool. They're proper cargo containers. Previously, like 2 years ago, I think, they did ones that had massive Christmas presents all over it. And years before that, they did some as well. They looked pretty good. But they've made it a bit, I don't know, not impressive. Just wrapped up trailers. It doesn't look that impressive. It's a paint job this time. But you know, it's festive, so that's good. Needs to use the road braille to see. Yes, I did. Road braille.
Is that like the cat size?
Yeah, I think so.
In the road.
Yeah. Although I do have sat nav, so it might mean that as well. I never liked those cat size things. I always wanted to. Every time I was in a friend's car driving past, I just wanted to brake every single.
Purchase for myself.
Megan just established that you're an all-around fail.
Thank you. I'm so happy people have finally noticed.
You know, because you're not driving properly or crashing, so you could be like one of them, preferably crashing, and everyone would be happy.
No.
It would make so many people happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You'd
there are
make
some
all
prizes.
the ladies happy, Meg.
Some prizes are just worth it.
Donate to Streamlabs to see a Megon crash.
Yes, donate to my Streamlabs to make me not crash.
I would donate to make him crash, but I have no more money.
He just spent it on Spotted Dick, and he donated to Carlos' Streamlabs for a blowjob.
Oh, I just spent $500 on a blowjob. It best be the best blowjob ever.
Honestly, it better be a fucking dynamite blowjob.
Did you just see that from Pencil Cookie?
I know what I said, and I won't take it back.
I bet Spotted Dick would be great for a
guaranteed.
sore throat, apparently.
You know, Pencil Cookie, you might be right. It's just a shame I can't convince Anne to take Spotted Dick.
Oh dear God.
I'm just
That will
glad
be
it's
on the internet
you
forever.
being on the receiving end of it.
That sounds dirty as well.
Really, I obviously didn't intend that at all.
Uh-huh. Thank you, Stargazer. It's very kind of you to put that there. You don't have to, of course. You can go and watch. You can go and watch this in our Plays Subnautica. I'm sure it's far more interesting watching him choke because he keeps forgetting to get oxygen.
I don't forget. I just don't realise how quickly I can actually get killed.
Not sure what's that.
It is a very pretty, kind of relaxing looking game, apart from when it's trying to kill you.
Oh, Subnautica.
Yeah.
I have to admit, the underwater element, the building as well, I think that's really cool. I do want to get that game as well.
It's free.
Kind of fun.
It's free.
Oh, is it free?
Epic Games. Go to
27.
Epic Games until the 27th. It's free. And then apparently every 2 weeks they will be giving away a free game for.
Okay. Well, I'll look into it tomorrow morning then. I'll definitely look into that. Good thing your boyfriend is coming over tomorrow. Well, fair enough. Make some suet. See if your boyfriend likes Spotted Dick. If your boyfriend really loves spotted dick with extra custard? Yeah, he's gay. Give him Carlos's number.
Hi. My goodness gracious me, why are people so unkind?
Kitchen fight in only aprons. Now that sounds nice.
Ooh, saucy.
Highly inappropriate if you're challenging Pencil Cookie.
They shouldn't wear aprons. They should wear French maid outfits, like full on French maid.
You mean like the ones you were looking at?
Oh, Anne, have you got a French maid outfit?
Because that was kind of strange that it even cropped up in recommended. Hang on, shouldn't it be if it's more of a German theme to it? Aren't there sort of more German themey outfits you could wear instead? Or should we just go French because that's
We're
totally
roboting really hard right now. Can you give me a moment?
Sorry?
I think she said she's fapping hard. I misheard.
Oh right, I misheard that. Well, I couldn't be sure.
French maid outfit.
Thanks for explaining that. Sorry, mansplaining that.
You are most welcome, sir.
Sorry, womansplaining. I forgot. Chat's already ascertained you're a whammon.
Yeah, only we can say that.
Yeah. Beer wenches. Oh, beer wenches. You know who Drunk Uncle actually got the idea for that from me. Because of the sandwich wenches videos I've had, he was talking about getting something similar, and I said, why not beer wenches and have people send videos of them serving you a beer? And he did it.
Did he?
It's just he doesn't do it very often though, because he doesn't get many entries. He had a couple from guys dressed as girls with wigs on and everything. They're pretty funny.
Yeah, it sounds like most of the wenches from the pubs I know.
Oh, bye, Anne.
Yeah, and problems, I think.
I think your internet
Bye-bye.
was dying.
Right, so.
Internet stopped dying, Anne? No? Yes? No?
I think that's, no. I'm still playing on.
Oh, she got booted. Oh, right, Discord's being like that again, is it? Okay.
I suppose it's...
Oh, you're there. Hello.
I'm back, but I can barely hear you.
Yay. Maybe that's a good thing.
Well, we can hear you, so keep talking about the French maid outfits, because you got my interest.
You have piqued in interest.
I wasn't being perverse.
No, of course not.
Oh, for fuck's sake. For once, I'm not actually being perverted.
He's got his hands wrapped around his spotted dick right now.
Actually, that I do
Waiting
have.
for the custard.
I have, you're right. I was just about to reach for the lube. Then I realised I like it rough.
I'm just going to say now, if you're eating spotted dick with lube, you need to get some custard, fam.
Exactly.
What do you think the custard is? The custard's a lube?
Unless you're telling me lube is custard flavoured, and then we need to talk about why you're using custard flavoured lube and custard.
Custard flavoured lube? That's an idea.
It wouldn't surprise me if it was a thing already.
Yeah, it's already been said, it must be.
Possibly, yeah.
I think Rule 34 should surely extend to sex-related tools and toys and gadgets. Knickknacks. Rip your... What's that word? D-I-R-N-D-L. What is that word, Anne? Oh, okay, you just go then. Okay.
Yeah, she's having trouble too.
Isn't it?
Restart Discord. Okay. Anne's restarting Discord. What's the word, Joe?
Isn't it dandle? Isn't it like a skirt?
I'll take your word for it. I'm not familiar with the word. That's what I thought.
And Pencil Cookie can correct me.
Oh, I love that Megan in the chat asked, where can one purchase custard-flavoured lube? Socky, can you tell them where they can find it?
I've just checked Love Honey. They don't have any. I'm checking out Summers. Give me a second.
Google custard-flavoured honey.
Yeah.
Custard-flavoured lube, sorry.
I just have. Obviously. Oh, they've got a candy floss one.
Of course they do.
Click lick bubblegum lube. Raspberry click lick lube. Cookie taste clickable lube. Oh, they got cookie lube. Strawberry, obviously.
Alright, what did I miss?
Not
much.
Nothing.
He's
Oh,
looking
caramel.
up. Socky's looking up custard flavoured lube at the moment.
Ah, okay.
Mint. Cherry. Well, cherry's kind of obvious. I don't see it. No, they don't do custard.
I've just found a question on Yahoo Answers. Is low-fat custard okay for a lubricant?
Oh my god!
When my girlfriend and me have sex, we normally use full-fat custard. When I went shopping today, it only had low-fat. Will this be okay, and will she enjoy it as much as she loves a bit of custard in her canal?
Low-fat lube. That's something.
Well, you do have to watch your figure.
You need that. You need that so when you're rimming, you're not putting on the calories. That makes sense. Okay. Bye, Anne.
Bye, Anne.
Don't worry, I don't have to apologise. It's a shame you can't hear us. And maybe it's for the best you didn't hear us, considering what we were just talking about. Oh, dear God.
That is different.
It's new. Isn't that outfit supposed to be less room and push things up? Is that the dirndl thing dress that people are talking about? Because I don't know what they look like, so someone would have to DM me a message. So I know what you're talking about. I think Anne might stay in the chat there, Stargazer. I don't think she'll be in the voice chat. Onward. Doing, doing, doing. I'm watching my weight, so I'm afraid we can't have sex with the full-fat lubricant. So sorry. Oh, yes. Well said. Oh dear, oh dear.
Gets worse.
Well, I'm glad you're sticking around and to watch the stream at least. It's a shame your internet, or if it is your internet to blame, of course, isn't playing ball as we would like it to be. You slow right down. Okay.
So, to answer your question, no, there is no custard flavoured lubricant yet.
Hey, Socky, sounds to me like you're going into business soon to make custard flavoured lube.
That's a possibility.
Congratulations. You're going to be a millionaire.
That's a bit of a premature congratulations. I mean, people just get it straight out of the carton now, you know. It's kind of no point in actually making the lube. So.
Yes, but if you do, yours is the ultimate low fat.
Actually, I can get cheap lubricant, put in a dash of custard, and I'll mix it all up and then repackage it. Sorted. Yeah, I'll do that. And apparently I've sold 5 bottles already.
Yay! Was that Carlos?
No.
No, I just got the email from Carlos. He wants to buy 45.
Hey, sale's a sale. Doesn't matter where it comes from.
Yeah, exactly. That's all about the money. Mind you, I really need people to test the product for me.
Right, well, I guess you'll have to get a focus group.
Or unfocused because I'm hideous to look at.
We didn't want to say anything.
Then stop talking. Gosh, you just don't shut up, do you? I can't get a word in edgeways with you around.
What can I say?
Too much, apparently.
Up. I'm going over that. What are you going to get next year, Pencil Cookie? That's just right. Oh, I assume we're still talking about dirndles and not lube, which would be a very odd thing to say you won't be getting one next year of. I was literally there, handy. I can do that. Go there, okay. Done. Alright, what was that message? Oh, YouTube keeps crashing. Yeah, I'm really sorry about that, Anne. I hope it gets resolved tomorrow, to be honest, or as soon as. Okay, one more I need to do. Christmas ornaments or Christmas crackers? Which one's worth more? They're worth the same. Okay, it doesn't matter then, really. Do Christmas crackers. I've never had sushi, Megan. I actually want to try, but I've just never had it. It's one of those things, I guess. It's kind of strange. I should try it sometime, though, because that would be silly not to. And I would like very much to know if it's any good. Right. And congratulations on the weight loss. And lose weight has 1 pencil cookie. Loose is what you just wrote. Just thought I'd help. I'm not a total spelling Nazi. Okay, I am.
See, people, he's confirmed it. He is a Nazi.
Yeah. And I don't know what's... I hope it's a minor issue, and with your internet, because we like having you around. Good for the balance.
Somebody's got to get triggered in this chat, and it might as well be you.
Well, that too. It's quite amusing to make someone uncomfortable by talking about putting spotted dick in their mouth and overloading it with custard.
Or Dragon Age.
That too.
So yeah, I just got Euro Truck Simulator 2, and I
Bought it?
Well, yeah, it's only a couple of quid.
Ah, the base game, yeah. There's a lot of map expansions, so base game's a lot smaller than the.
I'm not playing it. I'm not buying it to play it. I'm buying it so I can sit there and mod it.
Oh, mods! Oh yeah, there are loads of mods. Modders go nuts on this game.
Yeah, I want to see how easy it is to mod.
Modders moan every time there's an update for this. Oh, my mods don't work anymore. I have to put in the work and fix them. I don't care.
Yeah, they can be a whiny bunch.
They are quite whiny.
But yeah, it'd be fun to sit there and see what I can mess about with.
Pencil cookie, you make it yourself. That's cool. You should make me some.
Seaweed with a bit of rice and a bit of balsam in the middle, roll it.
Cool. Tell your boyfriend you're doing it for another man as well. Definitely tell him that. That'll totally go down well.
Go down like spotted dick with custard, Will.
I'm sure your boyfriend would love some spotted dick as well. Pays $5. I know someone that will take his spotted dick.
Oh dear. Sorry, I was taking my spotted dick.
Of course you were. Dedication and perseverance. That's the right mental attitude to have when talking about spotted dick.
I was going to say, is this sushi or something else we're talking about?
Probably the sushi part, actually. I just the sushi.
So wait a minute, you're talking about spotted dick, which has all the penis innuendos, and sushi, which has all the vaginal innuendos.
Really?
I don't know much about sushi, so I didn't know that.
Ah, okay.
I think you're supposed to say about the fish.
Raw fish, come on. So what would actually be the tranny innuendo? Sorry, the trans innuendo.
I don't know, a mixture of spotted dick and sushi?
I would imagine unicorn shit. Because that's imaginary too.
Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear.
And hopefully I've triggered off your chat.
I'm sure it is what's triggered. Yeah.
Because everything up until now has been perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Well,
before then it was all PG-13, you know.
Oh, I mean, the custard loop bit was a bit much. I mean, what Joe come out with? I mean, I don't know why she keeps posting those questions on Yahoo.
Damn, my secret's out.
Yeah, busted. Alt accounts confirmed.
I didn't find it, so Joe found it almost instantly. Come on.
I know people who use Yahoo Answers, right, to get through university. They couldn't work something else, they went to Yahoo Answers back then.
Oh, yeah.
That's so cheeky. I wish I had thought of it. Bye, Stargazer. Have a lovely evening. Oh no.
Bye, Star.
Yeah, Stargazer.
Yeah, Star. Yeah. So my daughter used to look on Yahoo Answers, but not for the actual answers, just to laugh at people.
Yeah, now I just look at Reddit/incel for that.
I don't do Reddit.
I don't either, but Renita-chan showed me the incel page, and I couldn't stop laughing. They just anything. They are the ultimate nihilist. They refuse to put in effort because they consider women like a waste of money, which is very MGTOW, right?
Yeah.
And they're such nihilists that they think there's an ulterior motive all the time, that women are against them, they're going to stop them from succeeding, they'll never take their seed. Maybe you should offer them spotted.
Exactly. Lots of custody.
Maybe you should,
all the time they live with their mother. Yeah.
Maybe you should, like, get a better personality. You blame everyone for everything. It's that blaming mentality that nobody finds attractive.
What do you mean better personality? Don't they get a personality?
Well, the one they currently have is pretty vapid, so it would be ideal that they replaced it with something. They haven't had their soul sucked out by a Dementor yet. I don't think I've had anything sucked out either.
Carlos will do it for $5.
For $5. $5, I love you long time.
Give me a second. Get in my wallet.
He's new Ting Tong from Tooting.
Ting Tong from Tooting.
Oh dear, incels are the worst. I just hope one guy in my family doesn't become one because he has yet to get a girlfriend. Lamau. Indeed. I'm sure he's just waiting for the right girl to come along. I know people who haven't been in relationships their entire life, and the answer has always been because they're just waiting to meet the right person. They're patient, which is good. Nothing wrong with that. They're not like incels who, for a lot of them, they go out of their way to blame people for their situation and don't look to improve it because they consider everything to have a negative ulterior motive to it.
Incels are like the male equivalent of the vapid feminists.
Yeah.
Can't get specs.
Thing is, there are female incels as well, and I feel like there's an obvious solution here. I think an app needs to be developed like Grindr and Tinder, but it needs to have a catchy name that gets the incels going. It should be called
KTA.
It should be called Please Fuck Me. That's the name. That should be it. Please just fuck me.
I don't believe women can be incels. I'm sorry.
Involuntary celibacy. You haven't seen some of the girls around here then?
Yeah, I've seen
Like you
some of the
haven't
girls
seen
here.
some of them around here either.
Yeah. Fam, come to Kent. I'll show you a good time, and you won't get laid.
Desperate Fox.com. Is that available?
Desperate.
Come on, Google. Fuck's sake.
Oh dear, oh dear. I like how the conversation's just gone absolutely down.
Hey! It's actually available.
Wow!
Desperate
Okay,
to get
so
fucked.com.
the new incel hookup site. Desperate to get fucked, anyone? Well, do we have the site for you?
It doesn't sound insulting enough.
Do you want to be patronised by a bunch of people who like spotted dick? You've come to the right place.
You should get people to sign up, you know, and like, you know, just at the end, just sit there and take the piss out of them constantly. Make them realise that their life is pointless and they have to go and top themselves.
That'd be so cruel. I'm not sure I could do that. But you could.
I could, but I mean, as long as we make money out of it, that's the important thing.
$5 per person, I guess?
Exactly,
come on.
$5.
No. Charge them like $5 to hide their face. Make it so they've got to sign up with a picture.
So what are you going to do? Tattoo a billboard?
And then what we do is every time they update their profile, have it automatically post to Tinder. No.
Don't wrong on Megan. Think of it in terms of healthcare and just socialise it via a single payer in the UK. Just make it mandatory service tenure and the problem solves itself. Oh dear. Can you imagine being the one unlucky person that has been court mandated to fuck an incel?
Blueprint acquired.
Oh, that'd be so
they have
unlucky.
robots for that now.
And flashlights.
Well, that too.
I mean, doesn't that count as fucking, I guess? Maybe? What was that?
I'm sure they'll find a reason to not go for that kind of thing.
It's not really my thing, but I'm sure some people are into it. Excuse me. Oh, it's still 11. I'm surprised. It's gone midnight for you, Lady Justice. You should go to bed soon.
There's going to be a sandwich competition tomorrow.
Cool.
E and Lady Justice and probably Megan.
Oh, I love it in the chat, Megan in the chat. No, I really want to. I promise. Nervous laughter. Beautiful. It's done out of love, not because a piece of paper tells you you have to. Just gotta make sure you don't piss off the judge. Well, I've never met the judge to have pissed them off.
Wouldn't that be a communist thing, though?
That way they won't get you the ugliest person ever.
Surely that's like a communist thing, you know.
Maybe, I don't know. Did they control people's ability to procreate by saying you can only procreate with this person?
I'm sure they try it.
It sounds like something that you know, some would, in those kind of states, would say you could only procreate with this person from this family. You know, this person with this type of career. You have to then get approval to have children, maybe. It sounds very controlling. I can't do it. You can only do it in these positions. And we're talking about sandwiches. And how communists want to control them. And nothing else
matters.
They want to cut the crusts off.
How dare they? Don't they know that's the best bit? I'm guessing from the silence I'm the only person that likes the crust on his sandwiches.
No, I love it as well.
It's all red, isn't it? So, you know.
No,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I like the ends of bread as well, because one of them always when you put that really thick one in the toaster, it comes out incredibly thick. It's so fucking good.
Yep.
It's like the best bit.
So Megan likes spotted dick with custard dripping down his throat and a big thick bit too.
No, I don't let the custard drip down my throat. I swallow it.
I'm surprised you don't gargle it first.
Can't make a mess of them. Get it everywhere. Can't be wasting time on that. There's more spotted dick to eat.
Yeah, you go get that dick in your mouth, I know.
Spotted dick. Maybe I was caught appointed to do it. Someone's got to show them incel something. Oh dear, oh dear. Am I going this way? I am turning.
It sounds like you were going that way.
Hello, Fireman Sam. And this way.
So where are you actually driving in Europe now?
Sweden.
Ah,
I
cool.
wasn't intending on going here. I wanted to in the Baltic regions. Will during the week put myself back over there so I can continue exploring. There's loads of other places I haven't been yet. And when I'm done, I'll go to France. Or Italy, actually, just exploring.
You'll be fine there. They're always surrender, so.
The French or the Italians?
The French.
Okay.
The Italians just will try to rob you.
That doesn't surprise me. Thought I'd never been with a bad boy, took lessons from the idiots who did. Okay.
Though according to Pencil Cookie, always swallow, never spit, guys.
Your chat has turned into Dear Deirdre.
It has. My event is completed. That's good. That means I get that paint job I told you all about. That's good. I'll do the American truck one, then I can get the in-game reward. That's good. What I'll do then, I will set up a job anyway and do as much as I can, I guess. I am here. I want to go back over here somewhere, so... See if we can get to... Can we get one to Latvia? No, we can't. We literally have Christmas cookies. Okay, fine. We'll set this one up and do that. Do as much of it as we can. The next 20 minutes? Yeah. So before I do that, because I do need to have it. Much better. Oh, you're there. Brilliant. Cool. Turn left, are we? Okay. I know far too many girls, Lady Justice, who end up who dated explicitly bad boys. Like, I know one girl I lived near in Lowestoft. She only ever liked bad boys, and the problem was she ended up having 5 kids to 5 different men, and she couldn't understand that her taste in men was the problem because they all just abandoned her. Or got sent to prison, which actually happened to 3 of them who end up in the same block. Isn't that nice? They get to talk about who they did and realise, oh wow, we've all banged the same girl. Someone got sloppy seconds.
Who knows, they might be doing each other now.
One can only hope they all got the happy ending they wanted. I'm sure that happy ending was not to have to listen to her nag. So they just be there for each other instead. I'm sure she wasn't actually a nagger, but 5 kids to 5 guys, come on.
Yeah, she'd be kind of naggy buddy.
There was a girl in my secondary school. I dated her for about a year, and long after we left school, I'd found out she'd had about 6 kids to 5 guys. And that was the kind of area I grew up in as well. It was like a really posh area, but all the kids that were growing up had 0 inhibitions. They had like no control, pull-out game, knowledge of contraception, or ulterior places to place the offensive material.
So there was like no chest or faces or backs.
Apparently not.
Wow.
Apparently not.
Or they
teenage
didn't
pregnancies.
take lessons from that Chinese couple.
Yeah, of course. They were through the roof. They were through the roof in my area. Teenage pregnancies were. It was really like it was one of the things that put me off ever wanting to go near those girls as well, because I just at the time I was like, holy shit! Apparently, these girls were. Some would claim, oh, we use protection, even though that doesn't work all the time, and that was their excuse for it. And they didn't seem to understand that there were options available to them to not have to have a child at the age of 15 or 16. Very yeah, no. I'll just focus on my education for now. It's a lot easier. Tell you what though, a 16-year-old girl that ends up having a kid at 16, yeah, ages really quickly.
I know one. She went to school with my daughter.
Just the aging. It's actually quite surprising, and not at the same time. Seriously. One girl in my class is pregnant, but she is 18. Well, that's better than
16.
where I grew up, where 16 was, well, 15 was very common actually. There were a couple of girls definitely my year. Some had racial preferences. And they did end up with guys for the races they preferred, and are now single parents because way to break that stereotype. Your kids aren't going to grow up to hate you because you don't look like them. They'll idolise their dad, though.
Even though they won't know who he is.
Oh, they have no idea who their dad is.
A bit like that Harry Enfield, isn't it?
Thank you, Lady Justice. Generally, I made it a point not to hang around with people who lacked a certain class anyway, so I didn't have many friends.
And now,
That makes you down
his standards went out the window when he came online.
Out of context, that is proper snobbish, but in context, yeah, girls with that. I don't know, that in that time, I didn't think it was appropriate with education being so important. So, it makes some sense at least.
Important education, says the YouTuber.
I got an advanced degree with that.
And what are you supposed to be doing?
And now I clean for a living, so fuck all of you. But I make more than I would have an hour than I would have if I was still doing that. I don't really care. And I'm happy now, so it doesn't matter.
That's the main thing. As long as you enjoy what you're doing.
Yeah, I thoroughly love sticking bleach down a toilet.
Kill those germs. Kill them all.
Right. Kill them all, KTA. Yeah.
Right, don't record that. You'll clip there. Use that later.
There are many quotes in this stream that could easily be clipped.
Yeah, there always is. I mean, these streams are goldmine.
This one is certainly going to be. Certainly all spotted dick references, making Anne uncomfortable. Spotted dick references, that's pretty good. Perfect birth control, being socially awkward and gross. I'll take the former, not the latter. The gross thing is subjective anyway. Basic hygiene isn't.
You'd think, but a lot of people seem to struggle with it somehow.
Well, they don't have to make an effort.
Around here, at least.
Yeah, they don't. Some people don't have to make a concerted effort, and some people don't want to make a concerted effort. And it becomes easier if you don't have to think. You get so used to doing it. Like working out, if you get used to it, it's no longer something you get pissed off doing.
It's like caring. If you stop caring.
Incels are the best at that. But I've often found it's not really a birth control. That's more like a people and birth, everything, all life existence ever could exist, ever repellent. It's actually, we use incel tears to kill weeds in gardens.
Actually, I would actually combat that comment there. Incels are the best at birth control. I mean, they actually increase the birth rate because the more incels that sit there whining, the more I want to go out and fuck women. Just to piss them off even more.
Rage fuck.
I've got this image in my head of you in front of an incel fucking somebody saying, "Yeah, look at this. How does this make you feel? How does it make you feel?"
Not just fucking anybody. I fuck their mother.
Are you a cuck now? An incel and a cuck, perhaps?
Same thing, innit? Incel and cuck.
I honestly don't. It's not my. I don't really understand the incel. I just know that the incel makes me itchy. The thing is, some of the subreddits I read are very MGTOW. So to be MGTOW can possibly mean to be incel as well. Because some MGTOW, but then there are, and I'm not going to say all MGTOW. It's not obviously all MGTOW. Some do fall into the bracket of that kind of mentality of blaming women.
Yeah,
which is quite amusing.
I mean, when this MGTOW thing sort of cropped up, I started looking into it, and I was like, "Yeah, you guys are just fucking idiots." They've really taken it too far.
When I started on YouTube in 2015, I didn't even know what MRA MGTOW was. I didn't know. Well, not the same thing. I didn't know what any of those tags were. I didn't know. And so when I learnt over time, I was like, "Hang on. Don't I qualify as MGTOW then? Because I was a single male for most of my adult life, gone my own way, did things myself. I didn't really... Yeah, I guess I fell into the bracket, but I never adopted a label on principle. I just didn't want to be a part of some group. Some tribe. I don't need that shit."
Yeah, that's the thing. They all sort of seem to egg each other on to go more and more extreme.
Yeah.
Like, why? What the fuck is wrong with you? If you're going your own way, why are you following them?
Psst, Megon, if you're going to drive like a grandpa, get in the right lane. Firstly, I'm driving at the speed I'm meant to drive at, which is 80 miles per hour, or kilometers per hour in Europe, continental, because we're not in Britain where it's miles per hour. And second, yeah, you're right about the lane. Fine. Happy now, driving like a grandpa at the correct speed limit in the correct lane. Happy? Good.
Shit.
I'm just gonna weave about a little. Weave. No, I'm done with that. A Megon going his own way. Ogtown. Maybe. Nah, not anymore. Can't be asked. Just go with the flow and see what happens. It's a bit simpler. Yes, thank you. You're welcome, Megan. Dear, oh dear. So, does anyone have plans for the weekend?
Touch himself.
And I asked that to my chat as well, and to Discord. What about you, Joe?
No.
Touching yourself as well, okay.
That's not what I said.
That's what I heard.
Fine.
Fair enough.
That's what I heard of Megan saying. He's going to touch himself.
Me? No, I'm working. I'm doing overtime, fam. I don't have time for that.
Yeah, I heard you wanking. I heard it.
Funny thing is,
I could just save myself time and just use some of my donations yesterday and just pay Carlos to do it for me.
That's a good
I know you
point.
want to refund, but the only way you're getting it back now is out of Carlos's cold, dead, ting-tong hand.
Exactly, absolutely, yep. My hands, even though they're ting-tong, they're very supple.
Seek fluid intake.
Prove it.
I don't have to prove anything. All my customers tell me, so there you go.
Check his Yelp reviews.
Well, one of them. The only customer you've got at the moment is a Megan.
Oh, God.
Oh
shit, where'd I put the medal?
Handing out candy canes in Germany. Yummy.
Wait, if you turn them upside down, don't they look J with a J?
No.
Isn't that anti-Semitic?
Yeah. Nice.
Oh, shit.
Have a wank, you wanker. Thank you, Lady Justice. That kind of you to suggest. No. Sucky, sucky, 5 bucky. Much easier. No, I don't. Okay, well, I'm going to any use this. Easier now. Ask if also I would make you some of those tentacle mittens for shipping. Tentacle mittens. Actually, they're fantastic. You should definitely make some. Tentacle mittens are amazing. What I'm gonna do.
You ever played Day of the Tentacle?
I have the game. No, I never got around to playing it though because I forgot I had it.
That's old now, isn't it?
I used the gifts for Streamlabs.
Yeah, I noticed. I recognise Purple Tentacle.
Yeah.
The game's like a follow-up to Maniac Mansion.
Why does everyone keep mentioning me? Fucking else.
No, that was Sucky.
Your name is funny. Yes, his name is funny. Right.
Did you get that from a book?
Vital signs
Yeah, what?
stabilizing.
Your aliens?
No, I got it from a sock puppet.
Oh, well, there was also... Oh, no, wrong. Forget it, it's Chucky or something.
Okay.
Sounds... Children's book, I reckon.
Well...
No, that's
Oh, Chucky, yeah, I remember Chucky. That was fucking painful.
I am going to stop
Yeah,
this from
exactly.
my end.
There's
So,
ones.
Thank you.
You see, Joe, where I get my influences from? See?
Sorry, what?
My influences, you know, the way we talk in podcast. Don't spoil it. Where I get my influences from Chucky. Remember that book? I can't remember.
No, I don't.
There was a TV series as well.
Yeah, but it was based on a book, exactly. I read the book and I saw the series, yeah. I think it was called Chucky, the book.
Probably.
Save that.
Bloody awesome that was. Had a nice childhood I had. When before Victoria straight away went wacky. Now they teach kids how to become.
Meg, you should have sent them over to Discord stream.
I should have, but I actually totally forgot. I'm very sorry.
It's okay.
Well, you've got 3 people watching.
Yay!
Well, according to my screen. But you've got 7 likes, apparently.
That's always. Remember, breathe.
Are you just trying to earworm everyone with the Muppets now?
It's not. Yeah, that's it.
It is the Muppets.
Yes, but that song's quite famous. I can't remember the title.
Phenomenal.
The game is quite cool, actually. Thank you for asking, Pencil. It's I'm still trying to learn a lot of what I'm trying to do and where the effect things are. But yeah, to be honest, I'm not engrossed in the game. I'm barely talking to anybody. I'm just chilled.
Joe, have you got round to trying that game yet?
Not yet, no. Maybe I'll do it at the weekend.
So you did actually seem quite interested.
Oh yeah, I've got it. I've been trying to finish knitting stuff and sewing out Christmas presents. So
yeah, I've got to do so. Oh, that's something I've got to do at the weekend. Besides touching myself, I've got to wrap presents.
You see, I don't have to worry about that because I just bought my daughter something online and got a gift wrapped. And that's Christmas sorted. Everybody else can fuck off.
Well, basically, I got me nephew's stuff. Gonna give me dad. Just gonna give me dad some cash because it's more useful to him. My mum's got some. Oh shit! Oh shit! Go away!
Breathe! You're gonna die.
I got my nephew a Zelda wallet because he's a massive Zelda fan, and like I slipped a tenner in there for him, and the Naruto book. He likes his M&A. So he's something else, somebody else.
Oh, my eyes.
I've got left into this one. Random shit, I've got no idea. Okay, that and that. I'll take that.
you might need it at some point for something.
Yeah, that's why I've not chucked them. But I'm kind of confused on, you know, where some stuff is.
Have you chucked anything away?
Yeah, I've actually thrown stuff away.
Oh right.
I know. I am actually I'm actually doing quite well. I have thrown stuff out that's you know, less important than others, so you know, I'm doing great.
Have you managed to find much more silver?
Yeah, I've managed to find some, I've got me mini pod thing, the C pod, whatever it is, you know, the little buzz around machine.
Oh, right, yeah, I think I know what you mean. So I haven't really been watching the game much, so...
That's okay. Sea moth. It's called. It's a little sub.
Welcome aboard,
Sea
Captain.
moth.
Yes.
That sounds like a mega.
Yep, that's in fact a literal translation of my name.
That reminds me, Egg. I'm going to have to do a 3D model for a submarine sometime.
Oh, cool.
Power cell. Oh,
So, I think you'd be enjoying that.
That's awesome.
battery. Okay, what do I need for power cell? Use artificial gravity to attract light objects and small creatures. That sounds like something I can go fishing with. Nice.
Right. Helsinki.
What was I looking for? Wow, power cell, wasn't I? Yes. What was? What else do I need? Got the battery. Power cell. Cell with power. Power cell. Power cell, there we go. Add 2 batteries in the silicone rubber. Wrong button again. Silicone rubber, and I need that. I need some of the acid things, I think. How long do I plan to stream? I don't plan. Yeah, there's one thing you've got to learn about me, I never plan things. Well, kind of now, because I plan to stream on certain days, certain times, but generally I don't plan. When I feel tired and stuff. Oh, it's only 46%. Oh shit, no. You on there, you on you. 58%, so it's fine for the moment.
Well guys, see you tomorrow.
Okie dokie, see you later.
Alright, see you later.
Catch you later, Carlos.
Okay, which way is the boat? Oh wait. Do I have? I think I might have lead. I can make it the radiation suit, which then means I can go into the radiation zone, which means then I can do some more searching around and potentially looting more.
Good. I think we're going to be up since 6 o'clock. I'm going to try and get some sleep for a 6 AM start. Thanks for chatting and everything. I'll speak to you all later.
See you later. I know I've got some lead somewhere.
Disc Knife, have you been collecting the freebies on Steam? The little icon thingies that they give away.
Oh, what, on the cottage thingy?
Yeah.
Hmm.
The what now? The what?
You know, like you get your inventory with your little tokens, icons, whatever the fuck they're called.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
On Steam.
Yeah, I barely look at Steam.
When you get like achievements, sometimes you get like little items.
Yeah.
Like trading cards or something.
Right, yeah, I know what you mean now. Yeah, those things. Yeah, when you get like when you accomplish something, that sometimes they'll give you.
Yeah, they're giving a few away free. All you have to do is like click on the cottage, and there's like hidden little windows that you click on, and you get free one, like 3 of them free a day or something.
Yeah.
I managed to get like 6 today.
I did as well, actually.
It's just because I just started or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it must be. Because it says 1 a day, and it let me click on 2. Okay then.
I was sitting there being cheeky. Like, I wonder if I can get the second one. Bam! Oh, I did. Great.
No, I've not clicked on anything.
Well, when you go to your Steam, at the home page of the store, there's like a cottage. In a picture.
Oh yeah, I've seen that, but I've not.
So you just click on that, and then there's like little window things on the next screen. You click on those.
And are they like worth anything?
Well, you can trade those things in for gems, and then you can get backgrounds and skins that you want. Or you can just trade them online for whatever you want, or sell them off online. I mean, I managed to trade up for a few items that I wanted.
I might have a look, see, at some point. I can't fucking drive this thing very well.
Oh, was that the sea moth?
Yep. Ah.
So where's the oxygen display on this?
If you look on my left hand side, bottom left of my screen, you'll see like the big circle of the that's my oxygen.
Oh right, okay.
Any more? That's limestone, so that's just going to be the titanium or copper, which I'm not fussed about at the moment. Quartz. See, I'm learning what these things are.
Good. Always helps.
See, these are the things I'm looking for. Sandstone, because it gives me gold, silver, and lead.
These are not the sandstones you were looking for.
They damn well are. Hey, yes, I'm more. Oh, I've actually got 5 people watching now. Hey! Now that Meg stopped streaming, people are like, "Oh, okay, we'll go give Disc and our, a pity watch."
Yeah, Roman Millennial's going to pop in any second and offer to make you a sandwich.
Well, it's going to have to be a nice sandwich.
Any sandwich, that'd be funny.
For me, it'd have to be, like a nice sandwich. But I'm a simple person when it comes to sarnies.
So what? Just banana and sugar?
Oh hell no! Hell to the fuck no! No.
Right. You can just throw the sugar in there.
Bacon sarnies or bacon and egg, bacon and sausage and egg.
On the right, so you've got bacon, egg. What sauce?
Brown? Oh no, I don't. I'm not a big fan of brown sauce, so I'd have tomato sauce. Not a lot. Just to add a bit of flavour.
Cool.
Because and obviously. What did I press that for? I don't know.
So Joe, you still there?
Yeah.
The yolk's got to be runny as well.
What's your idea of good sarnie?
Of what? Sorry.
A good sarnie.
What's your idea of a good sarnie?
Oh, that's a difficult one. I mean, obviously, the best sandwich is a bacon sandwich.
Fair play. But bacon and eggs, how about that?
Yeah, depending on how the eggs are cooked.
Oh, you're fussy with your eggs.
I like the yolk's got to be runny still.
Yeah, see, I don't like the yolk being runny.
No, I don't either. Most people seem to like.
I don't get me wrong. I'll if it's runny or not, I don't mind. I prefer it runny. But if someone's willing to make me a bacon, an egg with sausage.
See, a sausage sandwich is good.
There's a nice one that they do in Marks and Spencer. It's a sausage and God knows what else in it. And it's just the most amazing signing I ever had in my life.
Oh, it's not like they're like all-day breakfast one or something that's got like sausage and egg and bacon and like everything in it.
Sounds like it, yeah. It's just the best sarnie they do.
I like the ones, okay, you're gonna go really probably like fucking food poisoning and shit. But like you get those like the bloody thingy food trucks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you get them from there because for some reason they just because as soon as you finish making it, they hand it to you and it's still just nice and hot. It's like And if it's a winter's day as well, it warms you up. If you're just thinking, oh, it's a bit too hot at the moment, so you just hold it close and you just warm up a bit.
Well, the thing is, because I'm in a market town, that's probably one of the last places I go to because we've got so many other places to do food, like market stalls and that.
Yeah.
And like you've got Jamaican, you've got Caribbean, Spanish, and oh, God knows what else.
Yeah, those food markets are good. They have one near me. I think it's once a month now.
Oh no, this is every Wednesday and Saturday. Because it's a proper market town. So they're always there. Yeah, it's good stuff.
It just makes me hungry walking through those kind of markets though, because everything smells amazing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm starting to feel hungry now.
So am I. Mind you, I ain't eaten for a few days, so that's probably why.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, I don't care. Right, what we've got here? Festive baked rolls. They'll keep you going. Nom nom. Fine.
Well, because Christmas is like the time of the year where you can actually get away with eating all the rubbish food and not feel guilty about it.
I can do it all year round and eat rubbish food. I don't put weight on very easy.
Oh, that's not fair.
Ah, well, that's life. I was actually, 8.5 stone up until I was about 25. I seemed to be stuck at 8.5 stone. And I had to work really hard to get up to 10.5. But I was bulking up because I was doing martial arts at the time. So it was like, drinking protein shakes and all that on top of it.
Yeah. What martial art were you doing?
It's a hybrid of various disciplines. I started off from karate, did some jiu-jitsu. A friend of mine taught me some aikido. He studied out in Japan. He was trying to get me into Bushido, but it's like, nah, I'll see you with a bokken, mate. I don't want to go out covered in bruises. It's one thing for me to throw myself around. It's another thing to be hit by a bloody wooden stick,
Yep.
I mean, a bokken is basically, it's a wooden sword, but it's made from Japanese red oak, and it's lacquered.
Yeah, that's...
Yeah.
I know what you mean. So.
One of my favourite tools they are. I've actually had to go and buy one, and it's quite a decent one. I still try and use it every year at least, even though my hand's been messed up. Just try and keep my hand in. But yeah, being hit with one of those, yeah, no, you've been hit.
Yeah. Yeah, see, like, I always fancied Aikido, but since I've had the kidney transplant, they don't allow you to do anything that involves any kind of contact like that.
Yeah, Aikido's definitely not the one.
Exactly.
I mean, karate, fair enough.
Yeah.
I mean, I was doing full contact. So, mate, he actually went out to Japan and he lived in the dojo.
Oh, wow, cool.
So, it's like, you know, he really got into it. But he was more into the Bushido side of things. So, I kind of learned a few bits off him, but I had to kind of like change styles. Because he was like a short, stocky geezer.
Yeah.
And I'm thin, so, you know, obviously I've got the speed advantage, whereas he had the power advantage. But yeah, you know, it's good fun learning all these different disciplines. And then I got run over.
Ooh. That doesn't sound good.
No, I was actually on a zebra crossing at the time.
Huh.
Guy hit me.
That's a coincidence. Mine was on a pelican crossing.
Damn, that's nasty. Yeah, I went up in the air, landed on one with my head on the pavement, body out in the road, so I caused whiplash.
Shit, that's really not good.
And my leg has never recovered since. But, so yeah, that kind of put paid to me doing martial arts. Well, more intense ones.
Oh, what I got was a twisted ankle, even though weird thing was it was the opposite ankle that I got hit on.
Oh right.
Yeah, because I was going across a pelican crossing, and first two lanes had cars in it, and then the third one had no cars. So I'm going across, lights started going flashing amber. I get to the third lane, and then all I hear is of brakes, and then next thing I know, I'm standing on the side of the road that I was going to, and I'm standing next to the button, and my bike, I was on the push bike, and my bike was about 10 foot down the road. I was like, what the fuck's going on? Sort of thing. As they checked me for concussion, but didn't have it apparently.
Yeah, mine was a little bit more severe than that. I mean, what it was, I was going across the crossing, and I actually stood there waiting for all the cars to stop so they could see, you know. This is an epoxy little village in the middle of nowhere, and this one guy, I mean, he was far up the road, he didn't have the time to come and get me, so I was like, you know, okay, I can cross. Didn't realise how fast he was going. Didn't realise until it was about, what, 2 inches away from my leg, and the brain, you know how they sort of say, time stops? It did, and I was like, I'm going to have to throw myself at that car, because if I don't, I'm going under it. So I managed to kind of throw myself at the car, did a Sonic the Hedgehog spin in the air, landed, splat in the middle of the road, well, part of the road. About what? Apparently I travelled 10 foot or so. I don't know. All I know is that I kind of managed to stand up eventually, staggered to the edge of the pavement. Mate come running over, and he was like, "Are you alright?" And I'm not joking, you can tell I'm a bit of a sarcastic bastard, so I was like, "Well, I'm feeling a little bit flat these days, I'm feeling a bit run down, what do you think?" And he was like, can I do anything for you? Well, can you do me a favour and actually call me an ambulance? And I don't mean stand there and call me an ambulance, can you go to the phone box and call an ambulance? You know, I've kind of been run over.
Yeah, I think people go into a panic.
Yeah,
don't know how to react.
I was just sitting there cracking jokes all the time, laughing, well, almost laughing. You know, it was just so stupid. You know, other people were panicking more than I was.
Yeah.
I'm like, I've been hit, I've been run over, I'm still alive, probably. But, you know, you're the ones that are worrying. I'm not. You know what I mean? That part's over.
Yeah,
Let's
when
face it,
I
at that
like,
point though, you don't have to do the worrying because you're basically, you know, the one that's happened to, and they're the ones that got to deal with it.
Well, the thing is, when I actually stood up, and this is hard to try and explain, but it felt like I'd lost my neck and my head was still attached to my body by a cotton thread. It was that weak. I literally had to hold my neck with both hands. And people are like, oh, you should be getting up. It's like, well, I want to get out of the road.
yeah.
You know? I mean, the worst part, you know, I'm at a hospital and they've got to take your head down to the bed now when you've had accidents like that. So I'm laying there, my head's taped to the bed, and mate stands there and goes, oh, look at that nurse, she's thick. I'm like, I don't suppose you've got a mirror, have you? You know, because I can't really sit up at the moment. Oh, pencil cookie's off. I'll see you later, pencil cookie.
See ya.
Oh, okay. See you later, Pencil. Thanks for turning up.
Yeah, I had that whole thing where they like strap your head down a few years ago. I used to have loads of problems with my blood pressure, and I got passed out when I was at dialysis, and I whacked like the back of like my head, you know, like where your skull dips into your neck, on the dialysis bed. So yeah, so the nurses went into a panic and I was rushed to the hospital. Like, you know, the whole strapped head down, don't move just in case. Like CT scan, and then there's I'm fine, honestly, I'm fine.
I think that point
like,
really
you shouldn't be that cheerful. Like, well, I feel fine. Can I just go home, please? I'm tired.
So that point with the neck, that'd be a knockout point, isn't it? So if you're not concussed, then fine.
Yeah, I was quite lucky with it. But by that point, to be honest, I'd had a lot of experience of passing out. It used to happen to me all the time. Because my blood pressure used to drop so low, I used to just stand up and then just drop.
Oh, I've got low blood pressure, but I don't seem to be getting knocked out or anything like that. I just get concussion for like days. I just can't see straight.
Yeah.
And that's it. It's like that for days, but I don't get knocked out. It's like, I would prefer to be knocked out.
Yeah, I think like after a while my body kind of got used to it, so you can like function with a really low blood pressure. It's just everything feels kind of wrong and weird.
Fair enough. But yeah, you just gotta get on with it, I suppose.
Yeah. Although I had the opposite recently, my blood pressure was verging on being too high. And I found out, no, it's because of the sheer amount of caffeine that I consume. Because apparently that's bad and it affects your blood pressure.
Yeah, it makes your heart beat faster.
Yeah.
I suppose that's why I don't have much problem with my low blood pressure, because, you know, I do things to keep my heart pumping fast.
Yeah,
mostly wall hugging, you know.
Obviously smoking doesn't help with the blood pressure.
I love the way you say that, just as I'm about to make myself rob myself another.
No, I've literally just made myself a rollie.
It's not so much the smoking it, it's just the rolling it, giving me something to do, you know.
Yeah.
I don't really want one, but I'm just doing it for something to do.
But it's weird because I smoked rollies for so long. If someone offers me a cigarette, I'm like, nah, you're alright. And people get really offended.
I've smoked them for over 20 years now. I mean, I used to be on like 40 B&H a day. Yes, I was earning that much.
Yeah.
And it's like...
So I remember when a packet of cigarettes used to cost me like £3 for 20, so...
Yeah,
I remember when...
Nowadays, Jesus fucking Christ.
I know. I've no idea how much a packet of 20 cigarettes is, actually.
I've seen the cheapest was something like £8.50.
Really? You're not in my area then, mate, because around here, right, a packet of 20 is about... Well, actually, they don't do 20s, they do 18s. And they're about £15.
Jeez. How do people afford it?
Yeah.
I'm quite glad I smoke rollies.
Yeah. About the same price for a packet of 50 grams, you know?
Yeah.
fluid intake.
But I mean, I remember when I was young, Mum used to send me up the shop to go and get the cigarettes, and it'd be what 10 Embassy #1 filters.
Yeah.
Costing about 45p for 10.
Yeah.
Wow, I am old.
And we're not that much younger.
I am ancient.
Calorie intake recommended.
Oh, having said that, I was only about 8 at the time, so.
Yeah, but I'm that person no one ever wants to nick a cigarette off of because I smoke menthols.
Oh, I smoke those.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I smoke it.
Yeah, I started smoking menthols at college to stop people stealing my cigarettes because no one else liked them.
Yeah, I believe like places like college, they're like, oh, have you got cigarettes? So they can skin up.
Draining
I'm
systems
going to skin up with somebody with menthol. It's like, yeah, that's just the filter, you idiot.
Yeah, but they're a bit special, so.
Well, that's why they're at college.
I don't know, I quite enjoyed college, actually. It was better than school.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've been to college a couple of times.
Because like, when I went to college, I met loads of other like metalheads and goths and stuff, and I was like, ah, it's my people.
No, I went to college to work in the kitchens, like washing dishes. Back in the day, they had like 2 colleges in the town. Like the town centre one, and there's an agricultural one outside the actual town centre itself.
Yeah.
They've got like animals and growing crap there. See the people all over the world don't actually go there, be residents there. So, of course, I'd be a dishwasher there. Young lads working in the kitchens, you know. Oh, they'd all come over and chat to me and that. And it's like, yeah, alright, I'm trying to work. You know? Just not interested.
So is your base starting to take shape now?
Yeah, you could say that. It's certainly taking a shape.
A misshape.
To be honest, I'm just, you know, like just making something just for now, just to figure out what the hell's going on.
That's one way to learn.
Come on, where? I need a bloody bladder.
Fluid intake
I know.
immediately.
I know. I am trying to find the bladder fish so I can get some of the old liquid.
Sorry, liquid from a bladder. What?
Bladder fish.
Okay, that makes sense.
It doesn't. It doesn't. We do, but it sounds disgusting.
Well, it sounds like taking a piss, but what would I know?
I think that's the whole point, though. Oh, I can't. Ah, there's one. Come here, you little bastard. Gotcha. Oh, there's another one. There we go. Right, let's get back to.
So you're going to be building much more in your base then?
Well, I want to try and get all the bits, you know, be able to make all the bits to the base before, you know, I try and actually make a proper one.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
I'm just, you know, obviously I'm just trying to work out how things, you know, because apparently I can deconstruct them.
That's alright. So you can get some materials back from it.
There's some water. There's a fishy to eat. Let's just consume them.
Vital signs stabilizing.
There we go. Gives me a bit of breathing room so I can make this shit.
5th place. That sucks.
Need you for the bones, I don't think. Cheeky bastard, you come all the way to my base, did you? You came all the way over here for a fight? Get on your back. No, don't think so. Yeah, fuck it.
Is there no way to upgrade your weapons in this?
I don't know. That is one of the things I need to find out, if there is, you know, anything of this. Was that a... Ah! Son of a bitch. There's got to be a way to neutralise that thing. Keep an eye out for pink fishes. They look like, you know, love hearts.
Like a pink sock. Do not Google that. Do not Google it.
Google it, people. Anybody watching, Google it.
You should never Google anything I say. It's never going to turn out well.
So I'm saying it. Go Google it. You can trust me.
Trust him to steer you wrong.
As the snake said in Jungle Book, trust in me.
Never seen Jungle Book.
Really?
Really?
God, you're weird.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not in the good way either.
I've never seen Fight Club. Most people find that weird too.
Really?
That's a little bit weird, yeah.
I've not seen it.
Wow.
Everybody else has seen it, so I'm being the first who hasn't seen it. Just to prove a point.
I've never seen Titanic. People seem amazed by that.
Damn. Even I've seen Titanic.
I haven't.
Not out of choice, but, you know, I've seen it.
I've kind of avoided it as like a matter of principle.
I can get on with that, yeah.
And I'm not a fan of, like, you know, the slushy romance films.
More like slasher romance films.
That way.
To be fair, a lot of the time, like, the whole romance bit is irrelevant. Just get on with the
Welcome
plot.
aboard, Captain.
Yeah. I think that's what the point of Titanic was, and it was supposed to be some romance thing.
Yeah, it was supposed to be.
Wasn't it basically like a love story?
Yeah.
With a shipwreck?
Yeah.
Well, actually, it was a, you know, he fell in love, she wanted to cheat on her bloke, and then he died because she couldn't fucking move over. Typical woman, can't make room
Yeah,
in the
that's
bed.
about the only thing I know about Titanic is everyone gets triggered by the fact apparently there was room for him. And she just wouldn't move to let him onto the bit of wood or whatever it was she was on.
Well, he was a commoner. She was right.
Oh, she would hump the shit out of him and let him paint or draw, you know, butt naked and shit. But, you know,
He was just a booty call.
can you move over slightly so I can get on? You know, so we can both say, oh no, there's not enough room.
Yeah, it was just a bit of rough, that's all.
I think the only kind of... I think it vaguely qualifies as a love story is Edward Scissorhands.
Also,
Ish.
I saw it years ago, so, you know, I have to sort of cast my mind back. I mean, how would that qualify as a love story?
Well,
Ooh,
it's
laser
like
cutter. Fragment. Yeah.
Winona Ryder's character kind of had a thing for Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah, but she just wants to get a freak on.
So she was into BDSM. Okay, that's fair enough.
She was certainly into something. Because, you
Well,
know,
sure.
clearly, you know, she wanted to, you know, have him, and at one point or another, you know, he wanted to try and, what's the nicest way I can think of putting it? Finger banger. And, that's just gonna end up all sorts of wrong.
I could go so many ways with comments there. I'm just going to say nothing.
Probably wise.
Nah, I'm just tired. I can't be asked to be sarcastic at the moment. I was up at the crack of 9 o'clock this morning. You know, so I'm kind of tired.
Yeah, I got up about then. More stuff.
So like, one of these games I'm playing online at the moment, I'm actually ranked #1, and the day's just started. So I wonder how long I'll be there.
Well, it depends on how much effort you've put into it.
Well, the thing is, if people card, then there's a chance they'll beat me. And I say that because I'm cheating. It's one of these games where you've got to click like mad, and I've got one of these auto-click routines.
Ah, right.
So it's like, fuck you, I'm going to cheat.
Yay, office chair.
Blueprint acquired.
Loot it!
Oh, you can loot chairs.
You know, you scan them, and then obviously that's how you sort of loot the things.
Yeah.
Because your machine sort of just...
So it's kind of like Star Trek looting.
Yeah! It digitises it, and some of the stuff disappears, sometimes they don't.
Different.
Yeah. Oh, that looks like something to be scanned. If that's not ready to be scanned, then fuck knows what else is going to be, you know. Really? Oh, wait, repair tool. Did I bring the repair tool? Shit! I did not!
Why not?
Because I didn't think I'd need it just yet.
And now you know.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't even have any of the beacons with me either, so I can't... Oh, wait. No. Nope. Nothing in there? Nope.
Can't you scan it, go back to base, digitise one, and then fix it?
Unfortunately, no.
Well, that makes no sense.
You're telling me you should just let me do it. It's denying me access to potential loot.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's-
fodder.
Yeah, I was playing that 7 Days with Arcata the other day.
Ah.
We both finally got motorbikes. Oh, the loot was insane.
I actually managed to get to, you know, where I could actually make 4x4.
I've just made one.
Well, I I could have had one by now, but when the game did not the latest update, but the one before,
Yeah, they showed skill points.
No, it weren't that. It was a case of I had the, you know, the part that takes 300 forged steel in half an hour to make. I had that making in the bench, and I logged off.
Aha.
Yeah. Came back the next day. Where's it gone?
Yeah.
What is it? Have I got the material back? No.
When I made the... Yeah, it was the chassis. I found that if you've got the nerd glasses on, it reduces the time. But if you go out and then come back in, it increases the time again. So you've got to stand there watching it. So it's like, right, okay, I'll leave the character watching that. It's like 24 minutes. So I just kind of alt-tabbed out, alt-tabbed back in when it's nearly done. And just as it finished, it dropped off like 6,000 XP. I was like, just by crafting, because we got loads of mod schematics, and just by crafting them, I'm getting hundreds and thousands of XP just sitting there watching them craft. So, been levelling up like mad.
Oh, I would be, but on day 49 Blood Moon, about halfway through, I started getting red lines.
Oh yeah, I've got a load on the latest updates.
Yeah, so I jumped out, you know, like getting back in again, because I couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
As soon as I got in, red lines, did it again, still again red lines, and then it wouldn't even let me in. I just get red lines whilst, you know, trying to, you know, the objects reference thingy, whatever.
Yeah, when they play around with objects. I actually found a new bug today. On the textures, first slot, if you choose one of them and you go to paint an item, the block disappears. And it's like, what?
Okay.
You know, it's like, right, it's invisible then. No, it's gone. What the bloody, you know? It's the steel one with a funny name. There's two textures that look identical. If you use either of those on anything at all, the block just disappears. So I'm like, yeah, that's not good.
It's just sounding more and more broken with every update.
Yeah, they fixed some stuff. I mean, the phantom trees, that was fixed 2 updates ago. It's like, good, because that was bloody annoying. You know, I'm running up to trees, going to smack them. And it's like...
Tough question, Soccer. You know when you go into buildings, you know, to do some looting, what do you find, as in, you know, like zombie-wise and stuff in there?
Oh, too much. Way too much.
Because I am finding now that I've had to restart a couple of times because it just took the piss.
Yeah, I'll tell you about the dungeon the other day. It was one of these houses that you're upstairs and you kind of walk across and you fall down into the bloody pit below. And in this one room, 4 crawlers crawled out of nowhere to attack me. It's like, okay, bang, killed them all. And then just round the corner, another 4. Then there was a few more sitting around the corner. It's like, you know, I think there was about 24 zombies in total in this one house.
Okay, so you've been getting off lightly then.
But the thing
That sounds like a lot though, still.
But the thing is, there's no zombies elsewhere usually. I've actually been in houses that are completely empty, not a single zombie.
Well, before my game ended up crashing and shit, I was, you know, when you get the go clear and stuff, you know, sort of thing. I had one of those. Well, I've actually had a couple of those, and I got there.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And practically every room in the place had, guess what? Bears.
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 Yeah, I've had a few of those appear from nowhere.
No, they were in the room, waiting. There was at least 2 or 3 in each room.
Yeah, that's pretty fudged up.
At one stage I had packs of wolves with the big dire wolves as well. And it's just...
Yeah, I had a wolf appear from nowhere in the middle of the house at some point. It's like, what?
Yeah, I think it's a case of... you know, because it seems like they've just gone, you know, kind of overkill now when it comes to...
Well, Day 20. You know, our blood moon was kind of really tame. The day 21, that was the 14th you was on. 21, it was either ferals or irradiated. It was just a stupid amount. It just kind of went on continuously for about an hour, and then that was it. Nothing else. It just kind of stopped all of a sudden.
No, I never got that luxury.
Yeah. Again, it's all down to the settings, because on the server you can set how many zombies spawn in total, or how many.
Well, this is it. I've been, obviously leaving it as bog standard, and it's just been hammering this shit. Because on one that I had to, because I got pissed off with it. On the first day, I ended up coming across a cop.
Oh God, yeah. We had that early on. There's cops and ferals, irradiated, and I think that's like day 3.
So yeah, I'm because it seems the default setting just seems like it's just too much.
Yeah. I mean, another thing that annoyed me is you got your game stage, which you're probably not used to, but you can actually see it on your info screen now. And what used to happen is, depend on your game stage as to what zombies turned up or how many. And now, when you die, it doesn't go down; it stays at the same rate. So, you die, you're unprepared, you left all your guns and that in your body, and you've got to face the same kind of zombie hordes.
That sounds a bit mean, like unnecessarily mean.
I think what it is, the developers have noticed a lot of people playing it and they make it look easy, so they're like, okay, we're going to make it harder. But the problem is, it's either too bloody easy, in other words, you go into a house and there's no zombies, or you go into a house and there's just too many. There's no way that you could, even if you've got an AK, there's no way you could overwhelm. I mean, I got myself a level 6 pistol, and it's completely modded out. And even I'm having trouble. And that's just like a few of them.
Yeah, I mean, like, once it's a bit more stable, I might come back to
Yeah, I don't blame
playing it for a bit, but I just kind of had enough for the time being, like a bit bored of it, so I was like, oh, I need to sort of step away from it for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of in the building phase at the moment. Got my farming up. So every time I hit a plant, I get 3 of them. And it's like, yeah, I'm doing really good. Managed to craft, like the yucca juice.
Oh, the smoothies.
Yeah, you had the yucca juice, but now you get the smoothies. I've just managed to craft a load of smoothies. Those are good. I've got the few perks. I've got my Master Chef maxed using a perk. So I was creating all the top level foods. I even made like the chili dog and everything.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, it's just amazing, some of this food. But again, it's you either get like no zombies, or a couple of them, or overkill. What really annoys me is when you go for these clear quests and there's nothing to clear. I mean, it was me and Arctar, we think it was about 3 different quests we tried for clearing. We get there, hit the symbol, and no zombies turn up. But the area resets.
Yeah, if you remember, we've had it ourselves.
Yeah, exactly. We went along a couple of times with you, didn't I?
Yeah.
No zombies. In fact, me and Architect did actually have the same clear quest in that area that we went to. And went round, quickly looted everything. No zombies turned up.
Yeah, nowadays I haven't got an issue with any zombies turning up. I just end up with just a string of them. You know, as soon as you start, some form of fighting, there's another one turning up.
Yeah. Let's just say it's either overkill or none. Well, at least they fixed the graphics on the traders. I mean, that's something.
Well, have they managed to fix the trader gen? Because using trader gen, you speak to that one.
I don't think we found that yet.
I know apparently they have. They've found it, but they just haven't been able to. Well, last I know, they haven't done anything.
Yeah, because it's more interesting to get a bit more animation on the traders they currently got. Like, come on, Mad Mole, get your finger out, mate. But I will give it to them, I mean, they've been doing quite a few updates.
Oh yes, since obviously they've had it out, there's like been what, 3 updates, and it's like Alpha 17, only been out for what, a few weeks.
Yeah, not long. Man, you got to give them that. How long has the game been out? What, 2013 it came out?
I think so, yeah.
And they're still developing it. I don't think they'll ever end up, finishing it though.
Nah,
it does feel that way.
They won't be able to finish it.
So it's like the Supercorn actually does stuff now, which is handy. I managed to get my skill, because you've got to be like top tier to use that, Master Chef. So it's like now I can actually plant that, and it's like superfood. Problem is, like our inventories. Well, you see what our inventory was like before, didn't you, Discon? There was plenty of food in there.
Yeah.
And now there's a hell of a lot more. So, I mean, it's like every once in a while I'll just go in, make a load of food up, sit there, watch it brew, get the XP. So, yeah, you do actually get XP from crafting stuff.
Yeah. You actually can get some decent XP as well from it.
Well,
whoa, what the fuck is that? Piss off, piss off, piss off, piss off, piss off, piss off, get off, get off, get off, get off, get off.
Ooh, that's nasty looking.
Jesus, motherfucker. Okay, so apparently that doesn't want me anywhere near. I don't know. It doesn't want me near that end of the boat, so I'm just gonna take the hint and go this way and hope for the best. Because holy shitballs! All I heard was the noise, and it's like, oh fucking hell, this thing needs repairing. Damn, I just repaired it, bro.
Stab that thing with your little knife.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
There we go. Okay. That was certainly. It was a subtle enough hint for me to go, okay, I understand. Apparently this thing, I just discovered that this thing can actually have upgrades.
That was quite cool.
Yeah. Not sure how, or where or what. What was that? Need a laser cutter for that sort of thing. Once I've got 1 out of 2 pieces of that, the schematic. Make it. Get out of the way, you bastard. Ah, something in there. Alright, go down, down, down. Left a bit, left a bit, left a bit. There. Why it drops me out of the back end, I don't know. Mother fluffer. You fucking what? Come on then. Hey, you bastard. Come here. Oh shit. It's hit me, but I haven't hit it. Scan that. Scan it. Scan it. Oh, something else. I would dread to see what would happen if I went there, you know, without that thing, you know, out me sea foam thingy. Not sea foam, you know what I mean. Yeah.
Don't help him out, I like to hear him struggle.
Some ways it would be interesting to see what would actually happen, but in other ways it's like, fuck that.
Right, now I've got that Euro Truck Simulator. Let's see how it's made.
Nice. Yay! I can now make the propulsion cannon, whatever that is. Hello, I see the little light. They actually got some loot boxes for me. Take the item, don't know what it was, but I'm taking it.
You tell them.
I would take the wreckage fragments and stuff, but what's this? Nice salt. Oh, get some oxygen. Ah ha 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 ha! Beat you to it, bitch. Mother fluffer! Where's it gone? Fuck's sake, sit still, you bastard! Oh, nearly got it. Fortunately, it all had to.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Otherwise I would be screwed. Becky, you gone, you bastard. Come here. Oh, there you are. Just because you don't like your picture taken doesn't mean you're not going to get it done. Just sit still and take it like a champ. Come on. There we go. What's this thing? Oh. Nice salvage. Okay. Ooh, shiny light.
Oh, excellent.
I'm gonna go see what the shiny light is for. Shiny light is for. Oh, okay.
So just have a look at that Euro Truck Simulator, and I can mess around with the models in Blender. I wonder if I can come up with anything for Omega to use on his stream.
I don't think you'd use it.
I don't know, a little Pratt Zulu in a cage. I think naked.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, yeah, you might.
A little bubble head of Megal. You know, he'd definitely go for that, especially if I throw a Christmas hat on.
Right, I think I'm gonna call it a night. It's
Alright.
Bloody hell, yeah.
20 to 1.
Yeah, didn't realise that. Holy shit, I've been streaming for 3.5 hours.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, damn.
It's been a good stream.
Not really got the views, but honestly, I'm not that fussed because I'm enjoying this game.
A lot of people watch it afterwards. I've noticed you get a lot of views, you know, like a couple of days after the stream.
I don't know.
So in your words, there are a lot of weird people out there.
Definitely. Lots of weird people. This way.
And speaking of weird people, good night, Joe.
Yeah, I was just about to say. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later.
Good night, Joe. Thank you for the Christmas present.
That's fine. That's fine. Night.
Good night.
And I'm going to go too.
Okay, yeah, I'm just. Oh, well.
You're just kind of going to go, but you just found something interesting.
Oh, I think I've seen this one.
Passing 100 meters.
I'm gonna get out there.
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Alright, I've got to get going.
Okay,
Catch
see
you.
you later.
Alright, bye.
Where did I leave it? Ah, there it is. This way, this way. Na-na-na-na-na, this way. How have I not looked under there? My God. The fuck? Oh, yes, sod. I can drop that salvage. Oh, it's those things. It doesn't look like there's anything else. Oh, that's part of that salvage, so okay. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, what's that? Okay. Got to let you move. Nice. Bioreactor schematics now. Ooh, and another bit. Yay!
New blueprint acquired.
I can.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Right, okay, where's my base? That way. Let's get back to base, so then I can shut her down. Apologies for the lack of the communication between me and Dee in the chatting sort of thing, because you know, other people who were constantly talking, and I couldn't really do much. And also, I find this game quite relaxing, so Ooh, gotta see what that is. Okay. Right. And obviously when it's all nice and relaxing, I just get lost in the game kind of thing. Where the fuck was that gone? Ah, there. Ah, it's got some footprints. I still can't fucking drive this thing properly. Sometimes I feel like it's gonna go off over a tip. Right. Well, thanks to the people who turned up and said hello and the stuff. Muchly appreciated. Obviously, as per normal, those of you who are watching this at a later date, you're fucking weird. Don't forget to like the stream. If you didn't like it, then put the thumbs down. It doesn't matter. It's all it's all good stuff for me because it just shows interaction. Share it with your friends if you've got friends, unlike myself. And I have Twitter. It's linked in the description somewhere. And yeah, I think that's about it. So I'll bid you all a good night. I'll catch you later.